I came home with a crocodile one time. God bless my ex, man.
I
Like,
just stick to dog. Josh, I love you, but what the
yeah, that might be epitome of normie. But what if it's from your airsoft team and you earn those medals via airsoft?
That's normie too. That's like.
So we all just gonna gloss over the cocaine dealer?
oh yeah, I can talk about that all day. I started collecting exotic animals when I became a tattoo artist. When I was a coke dealer, I was collecting jail time.
Oh, okay.
First started this, the original.
Dude, I had to get it in me.
My insulin levels look like these, so that your insulin levels can look like these.
That's going in the intro.
We come back with local police, and that's when you get charged. So whatever. I'm like, all right, they're in the back room.
The snakes in the container.
Let me just say bye to Merlin real quick. He was like, well, who's Merlin? I was like, my gator. All right.
The police
Fucking
put
hissing in the back.
I will never forget my girlfriend.
The season passes are on sale.
Season passes are on sale.
Season passes are on sale. They are selling. Don't wait. We are stopping. Well, the sale of the season pass, the 2026 season pass, ends December 31st. So you got to get them now. We're only selling 100, so there's limited quantity. With that, you get obviously all your entry to open play, night games, Friday nights when we do those are all covered with that. You get 3 guest passes. You also get priority for any Zulu produced events. So you will get an email first and asking basically, hey, do you want to play? What team do you want to play on? And then you also get a discounted entry for those events. You also get 10% off everything we sell up at the counter, not in the shop. I don't own the shop. Hi, everybody. Welcome to another edition of the Zulu 24 podcast. As always, I'm joined by Anthony from Antec Airsoft Studios, Jordan from Zulu Outdoor. Today, we have a couple special guests. We have Dylan.
Howdy.
He's just Dylan. And the Egyptian conniption, Old Prison Josh.
Why, hello.
How's everybody doing?
I'm doing
Awesome.
right.
Good talk.
I'm doing good.
That's going to wrap it up.
I'm alive. I'm still standing. Where everything's good. Yeah.
I'm still standing. Cool. What are we going to talk about?
I have no idea.
Okay, let's get it going. So Egypt, am I right?
Yeah.
Well, we do have
Beautiful place. A little deadly, but you know,
This
you got
was Anthony's idea.
Well, you know, it was like Dave was like, "Oh, we should get a guest for the next one." I was like, "Got you." I was like, "Yo, Prison Josh," it's like, "You want to be on the podcast on Monday, 9 a.m.?" You were like, "You do the podcast at 9 a.m.?"
Yeah, I had no. I thought it was honestly a joke because everybody that I talked to was so cool and smooth about it. And then Dave was like, "Yeah, see you at 9 tomorrow." And I'm like, "No, Dave, seriously." Like, he was like, "Yeah, 9 o'clock, 9 sharp. Yeah,
Definitely. We will definitely be there.
yeah." It was, you know,
9
and
o'clock.
I got here at 8:58. Nobody was here. I had to sit for a couple minutes, make sure we were doing it.
I like how you texted Andy.
Good old Andy.
Oh man. So
Okay, so the pyramids.
All right.
Is it a tomb or is it an ancient power plant?
I think it's an ancient power plant. You know, a lot of people don't look at the history of the pyramids. The pyramids were being constructed long before people were being buried in them. Also, they were white and they had a gold top to it. They did not look the way that they do now because it actually was a conduit of sorts. What that conduit was, I have no idea. Personally, since we're on a podcast, I feel like there might have been something more at play when it came to those ancient civilizations, because even in the hieroglyphics, they have things that like appeared from the sky and shit like that. I feel like the ancient people were more in tune with the universe. And then after a certain point, whatever that entity was, or aliens, if people want to talk about it in that way, they were like, you guys are too far gone. We're out of here. what was that Mexican village that just up and disappeared? Well, you know what I'm talking about.
You mean like the entire Mayan
Mayans.
Empire?
Well, yeah, the entire,
Mayans, yeah.
the entire Mayan Empire. Nobody knows where the fuck they went. They was like, well, yeah, they left everything behind, and nobody. It was like Jonestown.
What if they actually ascended? What if the child sacrifices worked?
Listen, maybe I have no idea, but
And 1,000. Okay.
Yeah, exactly. They all drank the Kool-Aid and vanished, so good for them.
They were level grinding and they succeeded.
They did.
They did it quick.
Yes.
Yeah, they did it quick. Fuck.
Well, so it's interesting that you brought that up about the ancient civilizations being more in tune with the universe. Do you subscribe at all to like any metaphysics? Like any, and I'm not talking metaphysics like ladies with crystals on a chain trying to tell you your future. I'm talking like the study of metaphysics.
No, just the study of marijuana.
That's a good one.
Honestly.
It's a good one.
No, but like I believe in stuff like that. I also don't believe that there is one religion. I feel like religion is an entity.
Well, there's a lot of religions.
Yeah, but like like people say Islam is the religion, Christianity, Catholicism. Like wars have been incited for thousands and thousands of years for who's right and who's wrong. But there's religions that predated thousands and thousands of years before that, before we all had like proper speaking, and everybody in certain civilizations had their own way of talking. People that didn't even know other people existed on the other side of the world, they all followed the same sort of theology for the most part. Something is at play and something is universal. Maybe I'm wrong and Christianity is real and I die and Jesus is like, you fucked up, homeboy. You're going to hell. But I believe like if you practice good values, no matter what you believe in, man, like don't harm people, don't hurt them, don't murder unless you're defending yourself or your country, shit like that. Like you earn whatever spot you believe in.
Well, that's what's funny about that metaphysics. So there's a big idea in metaphysics that humanity exists in cycles of these different ages. And this is actually a very Hindu belief, that we start in the golden age and then we degrade down into the dark ages and then it starts over again. And that's a common theme that you see in a lot of religions. And you can even view it through that lens. You can view Christianity through that lens too, where you have the Garden of Eden, everything unfolds, and then Revelation, but then there's the new Garden of Eden.
Yeah.
So like what's interesting about the study of metaphysics, it's like a truth that supersedes material objective truths. There's there's a truth beyond this table is a solid object, and we define what a solid object is, and this fits in that definition. Therefore, that's true.
Yeah.
And one of those metaphysics ideas that seems to be inherently true is this idea of degradation. And the modern world is part of that degradation, where traditions can't truly get passed down properly. So naturally, they will degrade until something happens at the beginning of the cycle to make it, anew and pure again. So it's like taking a copy on a printer and making a copy of the copy, and then a copy of the copy of the copy. And traditions get passed down sloppily over time. And then we get into
and then you put a tree in your house every December.
Exactly.
So the world's just a game of telephone.
Yeah.
Well,
it is always.
The most modern voice of metaphysics, where you can like read a book that he wrote, was probably he's a French philosopher, René Guénon, and he wrote a book called The Crisis of the Modern World. And the ideas he talks about in the book aren't new; they're actually very ancient. Like Aristotle, Plato, they spoke of these like metaphysics principles. But Crisis of the Modern World is a crazy book. I mean, this book is old. I believe it. Correct. I'm probably wrong, but I believe it predates like World War II. But he talks about this increased emphasis on quantity, and how one of the symptoms of modernism in the modern world is this emphasis on quantity. Everything is more, and it's reflected in warfare, where it's no longer legions of soldiers fighting head to head. Now it's like, who can make the biggest bomb, who can produce the most ammunition, who can send the most troops. And even war has degraded it down from this passionate thing of man to man fighting. You know, it's like there's something.
That was God.
The ships have arrived.
Yeah.
Yeah, who was
Said
that?
you guys are putting too much knowledge into this. We're getting you out of
if
there.
you think of being a warrior in ancient times, you're like an anime character. Like you're channeling your ancestors. You're becoming this thing. There's like this, like you have to be fit, like an elite soldier, or like, you know, to conquer that battlefield. Now with modern weapons, you don't, one of the beliefs is that with the invention of the bow and arrow, ranged weapons, that died out. You know, you don't even have to look somebody in the face anymore to kill them.
Where was this going? I was just saying. I was waiting to see.
Civilization.
Okay.
Hold on. I'm just going to pause you for a second before the autism comes back. Do me a favor. You're talking this way, and your mic. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So either take your mic and like rotate it around a little bit, so you're still talking into it, because you're talking right over it, and it sounds like dog shit. And I'm losing my fucking mind trying to fix it.
Yes, Jamie.
Thank you.
We don't want you to sound like dogs.
Sorry, Jamie.
Because then I have to hear it in like 2 days when Dave's like, I can barely hear Anthony. He sounds like shit. And then I'm like vigorously trying to fix it, going, how the fuck do I make this work? Just talking to the fucking mic.
Just fix it in post.
What you are saying is right, though, because if you look at any sort of civilization, there is an incline and a decline. Like, take the Romans, for instance. It started as a nomadic tribe. Then they planted.
No, it started with Romulus and Remus.
Well, yes.
Milking off of a wolf's teat. Duh.
Okay. But all civilizations start out small, then they have a golden age. Then that golden age tends to be right before their decline. Look at the medieval times, you know, like there was a lot of advancements in whatever the fuck they want to say, medicine, stuff like that. They started overcrowding. They started building more than the capacity. Once that quantity came in, the universe always wins. We think that we are above a lot of things. We are not. We are not above the laws of the universe.
So is it the universe, or is it the comfortability of human beings,
Well,
right?
it's both of them.
So once you get to a certain point in your civilization where you're not worried about, when you develop art, right? When you develop art, that means that your shelter's taken care of, your food's taken care of, right? Your water's taken care of. It means that like you can think about other shit, right? And so we get comfortable, and we get complacent to a point like where we are right now, where meat comes from the store.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And then it's like that. Those generations after that could just get softer and softer.
Perfect
and softer.
example about
And
the
then
meat.
That's it.
Back in the day, like you said, not we, because I was never part of this, but like people used to raise their own livestock. They used to do this, and you talked about it. Now we're mass producing things, and now we're thinking of like mad cow disease and shit like that, because we are overlapping and we are oversaturating things, and something in the universe comes in.
Quantity.
They're saying nowadays it's not the rise of the sea level that can potentially get us. It's the things and the diseases that were frozen in the permafrost that are going to thaw out and is going to fucking rock us, because that thing's been dormant for like millions and millions of years. But the quantity of humans is raising the temperature, which is thawing what it was left in. And like we're trying to recreate Cybertooths and direwolves and shit like that. Like you can't play God, because there comes a point where the universe steps back in and it's like, all right, now we're going to do, we're going to do what we have to do.
Now we got to worry about roving packs of saber-toothed tigers.
I feel like everybody should have
direwolves.
watched Jurassic Park and went, maybe we shouldn't fucking do this.
Yeah,
Like,
right.
There's literally been a movie series about, hey, maybe don't do that.
That's what I
Jurassic
said.
Park was a cautionary tale.
Yeah.
But that presence of cycles exists in empires. It exists in companies.
Yep.
Like, okay, great example. This is the cycle of companies.
Nepotism.
Well, it starts off as the actual mission of the company, and you have the visionary, the entrepreneur that starts it. But then as a company,
And his heart's in it.
and and as a company grows, now you have to get administration.
Yep.
Then all of a sudden, the bureaucracy starts to take over the company, and then it starts to veer away from that mission. It's like T-Rex arms.
Yep.
That's a good example of it.
That's a great example, actually.
Yeah. Do you watch Valuetainment at all?
Oh, yeah.
Patrick Bet-David. So he talks about that. He talks about the cycle of companies. You see the same thing with empires. Like they have that golden age, but then the bureaucracy takes over.
Yep.
Then all of a sudden the machine becomes more powerful than the creator of the machine. And there's like signs and symptoms of companies and empires that are hitting the end time of that cycle. And I mean, America looks like it's kind of going into that. So if we look at art again, art is a sign that we have free time to do art. And you know that things are getting bad. We start to go into quantity. We start to get into the degradation, the perversion of art when the CIA is maybe, let's say, buying paintings that suck for millions of dollars to fucking gaslight the Russians.
Yeah, that's right.
And now we have modern art. So now art, the concept of making beautiful art got perverted through this like artificial thing. Why? Because what really became important for art at that point? Well, money. Art was now appraised by how much money somebody was willing to pay on a painting. All of this was artificially done because the CIA bought all that money with money that was printed from fucking nothing and had no worth to begin with.
And next thing you know, you're donating it to a museum that you also happen to own. So now you're getting a huge tax benefit from working the corrupt system.
Yep. And then Hobby Lobby is in on all of it.
Yeah. Next thing you know, you have the Dead Sea Scrolls, and the CIA is asking where you found these.
Yeah, but but
Antarctica.
Arizona iced tea is still only 99 cents. You know what I mean? Just saying.
There's
we
rare
protect
Watch the
middle
Five Guys video.
There's rare
that?
companies.
Did you watch the Five Guys video?
I did.
Yeah, I don't like Five Guys, but I respect them.
Yeah, I don't like Five Guys.
Well,
either,
like, so think of like Zulu, right? Imagine scaling Zulu 24 all the way out. You know, like you have this intention with Zulu. I want to make a great experience. I'm not going to build buildings that suck. I don't want refs that are going to run games that suck.
Yeah.
But now, if the emphasis was on quantity, on the growth, you'll start obviously to see that quality degrade. Well,
it's almost like it'd be a bad idea if you took, in this case, we'll say Zulu, right? And then you created franchises around the country, right? That would be a degradation because my heart wouldn't be into all those locations. I mean, even though on paper they, I don't know, maybe look like Disneyland or something.
Right.
Like it would still suck. The toilets would be overflowing. The staff wouldn't give a shit. They'd be, you know what I mean? Like maybe that wouldn't be a good idea. I don't know.
Now, the only way you could do that is if you made another Zulu, you'd have to find a successor, another Dave to run it, like
Which is
Willy
impossible.
Wonka in the Chocolate Factory,
Which is impossible.
or like a emperor having dozens and dozens and dozens of kids to find a suitable heir to continue to run the empire as it ran.
Yeah, but that's easy
wouldn't
though.
be physically possible because two people have two different discernments and outlooks. So like, you know, maybe they do go in with Dave's heart and mindset, but who's to say they're not going to change it and be like, I'm going to screw these people over and
And
get
if
more
Not
money.
only that,
if
but
Dave tries to teach them his ways, it's a copy.
it wouldn't be taught. It'd be mandated. It would have to be mandated.
Right.
I would have to sit down and be like, what makes me me? What makes Zulu Zulu? And these are the rules that you have to follow as a franchise.
Now you're copying the Five Guys method where they have
Well,
2 secret shoppers a week go into the store. and
You would
make
have
sure-
to do
yeah.
that. You would have to, you would have to do that. But
The rule states don't touch the hot stove, but you don't know why the rule's there because you've never touched it, because you've always followed the rules. So you've never been burned.
so it means nothing to
This
you.
circles
Yeah.
all the
Yeah.
way back to Anthony's "you don't actually know the earth is round" comment. You just believe it because that's what you've been taught.
Well, because we have to,
Well,
at some point, we have to take the word of experts.
there's
we have to.
there's people that can prove it. I mean, you can prove it with physics on Earth that the
With
Earth
enough
is
distance,
round.
yeah.
But like, if you haven't objectively done that experiment yourself to witness it, then you are relying on the take of other people that have done it.
Anthony, we should do that experiment.
We should. What if we prove that the Earth is actually flat? All of it.
We're on a Frisbee on the back of a turtle.
I've said it before. The Earth has to be round because hop up exists.
No, but I mean, the resetting. You said something about the with the pyramids. There was a big reset, right?
One might say the Great Reset.
No, it's
There's
called
always a reset.
There's a layer in the strata called the Younger Dryas. You ever heard about that? So I think it's an impact theory, but there's this layer of ash and it's present everywhere on Earth. Like you dig down like at this strata, like something happened globally. And it was funny. I was just talking with Jojo about this. And like that's maybe where all the flood myths came from. Myths. They're not myths. The flood stories came from. And like the story of Atlantis sinking into the ocean, but then they sent out delegates because they knew it was going to happen. And then after all the turmoil, like these people were teaching, and that's why you see, civilizations building to a certain spec.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden it goes right back down to like mud huts and shit and like starts over again. Like there's some knowledge that's lost.
There's always some sort of reset, like, and when I get real deep when I'm tattooing people and we talk, I tell them, like, in all honesty, we're the parasites of the world, if you really think about it.
Just more proof that we're not from here.
Yeah, we cannot survive without the earth. But if you take look at towns and everything that get, what was that, Centralia in Pennsylvania, something like that, the earth started reclaiming the town as much as it possibly can because the ground was on fire.
Yeah, where it like opened up and the ground was on fire. Yeah.
Yeah, the coal mine.
Yeah, everywhere you go, there will be new plant life, new vines. It'll go into the foundation of the houses and the wood and everything like that. It'll deteriorate the housing and the buildings and everything. The earth will reclaim itself. We cannot survive without the earth, but the earth can very well survive without us. It always wins, man. Like,
Our geological layer is going to be a layer of plastic, not ash.
that's honestly, that's
And it's
one
only
of-
going to be this thick.
So a lot of people, and like, I'm not a hippie. I use plastic. Obviously, I use plastic all the time, but a lot of people don't realize how dangerous plastic is. It does not follow the laws of nature because it is a man-made object. It came out of a tree. What is that? Poly something, whatever that's out of a tree. And then we machine it to the point where it doesn't even degrade. So now it's in our oceans. The fish are eating it.
Well, also
the
crude
bears
oils.
eat the fish, and so on and so forth. It's synthetic, so it does not abide to the laws of nature. Therefore, it does not go away.
Well, also crude oils.
Yeah.
Like fossil fuels, part of, like, some of that gets turned into gasoline, but then the rest gets turned into, other petroleum-based products like petroleum jelly.
This is probably an
Plastic for BB. Well, and that's why airsoft BBs are kind of neat, right? Because they're made of PLA, which is from corn.
made by corn.
Biodegradable.
And they are biodegradables. Like, there are bioplastics.
Stop.
No
They're not
medical-
biodegradable.
No metal or
They're
silica
really not.
BBs allowed.
They're not biodegradable.
They are biodegradable.
They're compostable.
They're biodegradable.
They're
biodegradable.
biodegradable.
They're biodegradable.
They have to be. They have to be exposed to environmental conditions that are very rare to ever encounter on Earth.
Yeah, like a compost pile.
At a certain humidity level and temperature level, that's like
So they're biodegradable.
So they're
nobody's
biodegradable.
So they're biodegradable.
Biodegradable.
Thank you for clarifying, Anthony.
yeah.
They're animal safe. They're biodegradable.
Yep.
Yeah, they're biodegradable.
Want to watch me eat 24 right now? Just a handful?
they're not biodegradable the
God.
way a banana peel is biodegradable. I can
They're
throw that.
biodegradable.
I can throw a banana peel outside in the winter, and it even in the winter will eventually start to like wear down. Animals will eat it and stuff, and worms will climb
Yes,
it.
but airsoft BBs are biodegradable, and there's nothing the EPA should ever do
Oh,
to
yeah.
stop. There we go.
Correct. I watched my dog eat a couple BBs. He's fine. They're biodegradable.
I actually had some
After he
BBs.
died, it was biodegradable.
It's like everything
Degraded at that point.
You know the salt grinders where you buy salt and you put in the electric grind. I put BBs in there.
Wait. I'm gonna stop you right there. You said electric grinder.
Like, like for salt and pepper.
How bougie are you? Do it by hand.
Yeah.
That's for his marijuana. He's just
My wife actually just got one recently because we buy a lot of salt and pepper. So she's like,
How much salt do you want on your food?
What
You
is this,
only bought the
Olive
electric
Garden?
one so you could hold it and
Well,
just be
no,
like,
no.
no, babe, I want more salt.
She's like,
No,
look,
they
I got
just
these.
don't season
She's
when
like, I
they
got these
cook.
huge bags of salt and pepper in bulk, and it's got this like
Cool.
grinder for it, and whatever. It happens to be electric because everything's electric now.
It's electric.
But anyway,
Beat me to it.
You
I
sound
put
like a bougie
BBs in
bitch.
it.
Go on.
I put BBs in it so I can make my McGormick's microplastic seasoning. Put that shit on everything.
It was a long road, but we got there.
That's what he like kept delaying it over the electric grinder. Fucking weirdo.
oh my god.
Electric grinder.
So you went to Egypt. I mean, obviously, right?
Yeah.
Were you born in
It
Egypt?
would have been
No.
really awkward if he said no.
Oh, that'd be great. Are you kidding me?
Actually, I'm from Taiwan, honestly.
Yo, can you
I'd be
give me
like
some airsoft guys?
Singapore.
I'd be like, fuck you. You don't know shit about the goddamn pyramids.
Is airsoftology nice in person?
I don't know what airsoftology is.
He's in Taiwan.
It was
What
a
is
joke
that?
because it's an airsoft.
Oh.
He loved airsoft so much that he moved to Taiwan.
I did.
What was your opinion of your homeland?
Desolate.
What part of
They
Egypt?
had a McDonald's. They have a McDonald's there now.
What do they serve?
Probably falafel, honestly. I
Wait, we
Not
can,
bad,
we can
actually.
look that up. Hold
have
on.
no idea.
Not bad.
Falafel on the dollar menu.
But what part of Egypt?
Cairo.
Oh, so yeah, you were like staring at the pyramids.
Yeah. Well, my grandma lives over there, and I went over there when I was like a preteen just to see her and everything like that. And that was literally the last time that I went because they were like, "You're too Americanized, and you're gonna end up absent head." coming back. So
That nice, huh?
Yeah,
Nice.
It's
Yeah.
beautiful over there, but it's very deadly because like Arabic countries, you have to be a certain way, or else it won't work for you over there. But yes, they do have a McDonald's over there. I just don't know.
Yeah, I'm reading their menu right now.
Is that a double falafel?
So they have a Big Mac still. They have something they call the Big Tasty, which looks to be a normal cheeseburger.
Yeah, that was a thing.
The Double Big Tasty, the McRoyal, the Double McRoyal, the McDouble, the Little Tasty, which is a smaller cheeseburger, normal beef burgers.
So it's just a regular McDonald's.
Yeah.
Yeah, but when you click on it, it's like, what exactly is what's a Big Tasty? Because what makes our Big Tasty so tasty? It's a juicy beef patty smothered in 3 traditional spices with a traditional cheese topped with slices of tomato. So it's a burger with spice. It's probably still healthier than it is here.
Yeah, 100%.
Oh yeah. So did you meet Cleopatra?
No, she was long gone by that time. But
that's a shame.
I wish I could have met her.
Right. Apparently she was a hottie.
Yeah, apparently. Was that the one that had a thing with Alexander?
I thought it was Mark Antony.
Was it Mark Anthony? One of them had a thing with
Julius Caesar.
No.
No. Cleopatra might have been with Alexander the Great.
Yeah,
actually, because
that's what
they
Julius Caesar liked boys.
Both Julius Caesar and Mark Antony.
both.
Both. Oh, she was for the streets. Okay.
Her
pretty sure-
relationship with both were significant political alliances as well as personal romances.
I mean, if you met a
She
girl,
had children with each.
Oh,
Good for her.
oh wow.
She got that money coming
That
in. You know what I
didn't
mean?
she?
Yeah.
She was the one that removed herself via snake bite.
What an awkward.
that-
Oh,
Well, I didn't know if I
actually.
could have said it right or not.
Alt F4.
Yeah, she all
see?
that forward with a fucking snake bite.
While it's widely doubted by modern historians, there is a story of Cleopatra dying from a snake bite.
She had a son with one of them.
The snake.
With the snake?
No, Mark Anthony or Julius Caesar.
She had a son with both.
Oh, she did. Okay.
That's a hell of a bloodline.
And
huh?
then one of them,
Fuck.
when they came back to destroy Egypt, was like, "Don't forget about that library."
Mark Anthony brings
And that's the
McDonald's
whole
for his
Alexandria
son.
thing.
Yeah, Library of Alexandria.
Mark Anthony brings a Big Tasty from McDonald's for his son, and she gets mad that he didn't also get food for the other one. He's like, but that one's not mine. So she films it and puts it on World Star.
No, she had to write in hieroglyphics on a tablet.
You know what's
I'm
slightly,
posting this.
How do you spell baby daddy in hieroglyphics?
It's just a bird's nest with eggs in it.
I told you.
Yeah, but the last time I Googled it, it gave me a different answer. This is the stupid part with the AI overview.
Self-dispatch.
Yeah, if you Google Cleopatra snakebite, it tells you it's a myth. But then if you Google how did Cleopatra die, it says Cleopatra died by 30 BC, likely by a venomous snake bite. So,
Oh, whether it's on purpose or not?
yeah, whether it was on purpose or not,
Oh, okay. So she died from a snake. It's just
whether or not it was,
Alt F4.
yeah,
I mean, if you were going to do that, if you were going to disconnect from the server,
I feel like there's easier ways.
Disconnect from the
Right?
server. That's nice.
Imagine she was just trying to
you got
learn,
to
like,
catch the thing.
Snake charming.
It really depends
Right.
on.
Like-
So snakes have. I know a lot about venomous snakes. They have
You're
multiple,
from Egypt. Yeah, you should.
Yeah, exactly.
You get that Cleopatra
I've
blood
also
in you.
had a couple of them in my lifetime. Not anymore, as per DEC's recommendation.
Do you play the flute?
The skin flute, yes, I do. there's certain type of venomous snakes. There are coagulants where they make your blood turn into jelly and
Nice.
your heart stops.
sounds like
There are also snakes that completely thin your blood out, so you bleed out of every single orifice in your body.
Fun. It's a good
Then
weekend.
They have neurotoxin snakes where if you get bit, you just go to sleep and don't wake up.
That's the one I want. Yeah.
The first two, it's like, man, that doesn't sound pleasant. That
Yeah,
one,
no.
like, what's the difference between that and morphine?
There's also
The snake bite.
Yeah.
I think it's the Taiwan boomer snake where you just paralyze. Like you can't. You're just immobilized after a certain amount of time, and your lungs give out. Obviously, your heart gives out and stuff like that.
Fun.
Yeah.
I think there's an island off of
Snake Island,
Sri Lanka. Yeah.
the most dangerous island.
Yeah, people go there to like try to farm the snake
Best
venom.
of luck to them.
But apparently these were they fertile ants snakes,
Yes.
and they're just this island is just super populated with them. So literally, once you come off the boat, you're like, there's 4.
Yep.
If you can see them, because fertile lances are like incredibly camouflaged, and people go there to try to catch them and milk their venom, and then they milk their venom in the wrong way, and they end up dead.
Yep.
What's crazy is that
Who hears that and goes, "That's a good idea. We should do that."
Well, what's crazy is that a lot of
Geographic and Red Bull stunt drivers.
Poverty.
a lot of the antidotes
Poverty does it.
for these venoms, you have to extract their venom to make the antidote for it.
That's the whole point. Yeah.
yeah,
yeah.
but is that snake present anywhere else in the world? Or
There's
only
also a
fertile
lot
ants,
of
yeah.
medicines that use venom as well for like counteract stuff. I forgot what it is, but like modern day medicine does use animal venom. I can't necessarily say snake or not, but there is certain venoms that laboratories use to attack certain ailments in the human body.
I imagine anesthesia, and also if one thins the blood, I mean what do they call those? Statins.
I mean, the neurotoxin. Imagine if you just had like a little bit of it.
No, Anthony.
Enough to fall asleep during surgery, but not wake up.
Yeah.
That's probably not how that works.
Maybe
but
that's
yeah,
not
you're
how.
right.
Maybe that's not how we do it. But imagine, I mean, like the Romans had open skull surgery.
Yeah, you see what happened to the Romans?
Well, true, but that's because they used lead pipes. They Flint, Michigan themselves before Flint,
Yeah, they
Michigan.
did. Yeah, they did.
That's one of the theories. They went fucking crazy from lead
I
poisoning.
wouldn't doubt it.
Yeah, look at Nero and freaking Caligula and all that stuff. Yeah,
Yeah.
of course.
Didn't Nero have his horse as a senate?
Yeah.
One of those guys did.
Yeah.
Do you remember? The snake thing reminded me. In the early 2000s, there was a terrorist attack where they put a bunch of snakes on a plane.
That wasn't me.
And Samuel L. Jackson was
That
on
wasn't
it,
me.
and he saved the day.
No, he died. No, didn't he die in like the first 10? Oh, wait, no, that was the shark one.
Deep Blue Sea.
Yeah. He was like giving one of
That
his.
was a
doctor.
good movie.
He was giving one of his like speeches, and the shark was just like, "Meow."
Did you know those are Mako sharks?
Yeah, he was just
I was like,
so tired of these motherfucking snakes on this motherfucking plane.
The sad part is there are some players that play here that have never seen that movie.
Snakes on a plane. Samuel L. Jackson.
Dude, when I saw the commercials for that movie, I was like, this is fake, right? Like, this is a fake movie. And then it was a real movie. And I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
And then
And it
like
was a hit.
Sharknado
It
came
was a
out.
hit.
And I was like, Sharknado? There's a tornado. And then like Sharknado 7 came out. You're like, what the fuck is going on, dude?
I was like 6 years old, I think, when I saw that movie.
Fast and the Furious hadn't gotten ridiculous yet. They needed a ridiculous movie.
Yeah.
They found it.
Yeah.
I found two of them.
As a kid, that was the scariest concept, being stuck on a plane with a bunch of venomous snakes.
Most of the snakes weren't even venomous. They were just like
Snakes.
constrictors. Also, I feel like you could deal with that.
No, you can't.
I mean, if they're in every
Yes,
compartment
no,
of the
no.
plane and
No,
they're
you
coming
can't.
down from the oxygen masks and all
your biggest
put
fear
the
post
oxygen mask
9/11 was snakes on a plane.
I have-
Never watched Indiana Jones.
I used to have a female.
no, I'm saying for him.
Oh,
I used to have a female jungle glow boa, and it was like she was like 13, 14 feet, a couple 100 pounds. And I'd like let her out, and she'd roam in patrol. Obviously, she was fed. I could tell by her body language and everything like that if I was able to like hang out with her or not. But like even like I'd let her out and she'd roam around. She'd do what she wanted to do, but I'd be sitting down playing video games and like I feel her coil up on my leg. And it was like a gentle coil, like I'm gonna come up and hang out with you and steal all your body heat, because like they see in thermal, they don't see in anything else. So like imagine thermal vision 24/7. It sees me. She knew, or I hope she knew, I wasn't like an enemy or food. And she'd like start wrapping her body around my legs to try to climb up and get in my armpit. But even her like playful, like, yeah, I'm just hanging out, my feet started turning colors. And that was just like playful, like I just want to climb on you. I don't want to hurt you or anything. But
Yeah.
like the power that they have is ridiculous.
I don't think the snake cared.
Yeah.
But like I used to feed it. Sorry, Peter. I used to feed it like pigs and chickens and stuff like that, and you can hear the bones cracking and breaking underneath her like power. It was ridiculous. I had to have a bottle of grain alcohol in every room, just in case I fucked around and found out on the wrong day, because that's the only thing that you can do. Like you can't unwrap them. No human has enough power to unwrap a constrictor of that size. You have to spray alcohol like Everclear in their mouth, and it pisses them off, and they release them. Like you have somewhat of a fighting chance to get out of there at that point.
oh my God.
Yeah,
You're just getting it drunk enough to like pass out.
Were you ever legitimately prepared to like kill your snake.
100%. If it's my
yeah.
life or their life, they're gone. I'm not dealing with
Like a
that.
nice belt.
I love my steak so much.
Yeah.
I came home with a crocodile one time. God bless my ex, man.
I
Like,
would just stick to
crocodile.
dogs. Josh, I love you, but what the no? Cats, dogs, like maybe like
Not
a
even
little
an alligator,
capybara or
like-
like a little fucking gerbil, something cute. But never a crocodile, bro. What the
man,
fuck?
I had cobras. I had some
The
other
fuck
things
outta
that I
here.
can't really
Reptiles
say.
are not
Yeah.
pets.
No,
Reptiles
and-
aren't pets.
You know, I had this thing where, well, it's still a thing to this day, but if somebody tells me I can't do something, I'm going to do it. So I
You
had a
can't
friend.
give me $1 million.
This is why you
will
said
in-
why
I
not?
will in
You
one
can't.
time.
You can't.
But like I had somebody that had connections to, you know, the black market of reptiles. I am a thrill seeker. So like my first one was a monocle cobra. And she was like, "You're not getting a monocle cobra." All right, I'm going to get two. I'm going to get a pair. And then
I'm gonna let him
you
out in
know,
the
like,
apartment.
So
you know,
what
he-
happens
he
when you
came-
need to get rid of these?
what happened?
What happens when you need to get rid of
Oh,
these?
the DEC knows exactly what happened. They took all of them.
Okay. No, but like, what if you're like, that's it, I'm done, I want to tap out.
Funny
I'm
thing
like,
about DEC, apparently they don't need a warrant to go into your house.
No,
Yeah, see,
no, they
exactly.
don't.
Yeah, I walk. You know, he knocked on the door and there was animal control there, and I was like, "Where's your warrant?" And he looked down. He said, "This," and I'm like, "No, I need a paper warrant." He was like, "We don't need those."
He just smiled and kicked your door.
Like, we're going. But yeah, he was like, "We heard that you have illegal reptiles in here." I was like, yeah, you know, I was thinking about getting my license for educational purposes. He was like, "Do you have it now?" And I was like, "No." He was like, we're seizing them."
Okay.
Yeah, he was cool about it though. He was like, either one of two things can happen. We can either confiscate them and we just call it a day and they go to a sanctuary of sorts or like a zoo or something like that because you're willingly giving them up. You will not be criminally charged. Or you can say, no, you do not consent to this search. We come back with local police and that's when you get charged. So whatever. I'm like, all right, they're in the back room.
He puts the snakes in the
All right,
container.
let me just say bye to Merlin real quick. He was like, well, who's Merlin? I was like, my gator. All right.
The police
Fucking
put
hissing in the back.
I will never forget. My girlfriend at the time told me I cannot get any larger reptiles, and my friend brought the gator over. And I was like, what the fuck do I feed this thing? He was like, chicken, like just raw
Oh,
chicken, man. But up until like, they had this thing where they feel like you are their mother or their father up until about like when they reach sexual maturity. Then they're like, we're just going to kill you at this point. Like you're no longer our kin. So I'm like, what do I feed? And he was like, chicken. So like I got like chicken drums and we were throwing it and he was, you know, Merlin was having an amazing time. And I saw my girlfriend come up the driveway. So I'm like, yo, bro, we gotta skedaddle. We gotta exfil out of this room, bro. So we just sit in the living room watching TV and she comes in. She was like, what did you guys do today? And in harmony, in unison, that's how I knew we fucked up. We both said nothing. She was like, all right, I'm gonna ask this one more time. And what happened today? And I was like, no, we were just hanging out. And all of a sudden you hear this low guttural growl coming out of this room. She was like, what the fuck was that? I was
Don't
like,
worry about that.
I had Jurassic Park on in the room. And
It's
she was
the
like,
pipes.
oh, yeah.
The pipes are rattling. It's
She
fine.
lost her fucking cool when she opened that door. And there's just
the
this thing
fuck?
staring at her like, yo, what's up?
Holy shit.
I lived a life. It's been fun.
She leaves for work the next day, and the gator's whispering to your ear, "I don't like her,
Yo,
Josh.
I swear,
She has to go.
I'm almost
She's
positive
bad
she's
for
the
us."
one that called them on me. She came in. She came in later that day, and she was like, oh, "Where is everything?" I was like, "I don't want to talk about it." She was like,
I want to think that when they put your reptile, when they seized your reptiles, they put them in the container and they morphed back into Hillary Clinton and
Probably,
and,
yeah, reptilians.
Nancy Pelosi.
Yeah, pretty much.
Like, all right, the jig is up. Time to go make more laws.
Yeah, now I don't have anything anymore. That was that we were talking about incline and decline.
That was the decline.
That was the incline. DEC
Well, yeah.
was the decline.
DC, yeah.
Yeah.
Did you ever get bit by anything?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
plenty of times.
Venomous?
Not venomous. Venomous. I took very good care of. Like I was not going in that enclosure without the proper 4-foot long collapsible poles and everything like that. I got bit by a couple tarantulas. I still have a tarantula or two. They suck. Even when they're not like, I'm going to display it on Jordan. So like if one of my tarantulas is crawling on me,
I already don't like this.
their safety is like they like take their fangs and they put it a little bit into the skin, not a lot. Like you remember back in high school, you used to put like the safety pin through the tip of your finger.
Yeah.
That's what they do. But it's freaky because they'll just anchor in and they'll just sit there for a minute.
You're like, don't go any further.
But I used to breed snakes. I had hundreds of them. And the worst ones, they're called carpet pythons. They live in the Amazon. They're in treetops. And their design is they'll sit and they'll wait. And when they see a bird flying in their general path, they'll just reach out and grab it out of midair. Anything that has bird eater inside the name has ridiculously long teeth, and they're curved in as well because you can't let the prey go after you grab on. The fastest strike time I've ever seen in my life. He was all the way across the cage. The cage was 4x2. He had shit, obviously in the corner. I went to just go grab and raw hand it because it's dry at a certain point. I went to go grab it and I saw him look at me, flick his tongue. And before my brain registered what happened, I was already bleeding. And there was a tooth in my hand. And I was just sitting there like,
you son of a bitch.
the fuck just happened? But it's not a fun time.
So do you have reptiles now?
Yeah. I have 2 and a ferret, and I have a saltwater coral tank.
Oh, dope.
That has as much toxin in it to kill anybody. It's ridiculous the amount of toxins that are in like saltwater shit. Yeah. Corals have something called palytoxin, which is the second most potent protein synthesized toxin known to man. It's dangerous.
You just got that hanging out.
Yeah, you could buy it right at Petco.
Oh, right up.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. All right. Yeah.
You knew about that, pal?
I was very addicted to fish at one point.
Okay, so you know about zoas and everything.
Yes.
Yeah.
When was the last
It's a
time
bottomless hobby. Once you get the money going, it doesn't
Dylan,
stop.
when was the last time you used fish?
Plenty of fish.
Oh God. I got that. Fucking Jesus.
It's a good question. I don't know. I usually
I had
use
sushi like 2 weeks ago.
fishes.
Fishes. 1 fish, 2 fish.
No,
big was that
it's not fishes, it's fish.
Fish.
It's a fish.
It's fish.
I want the 2 fish.
How big was that fucking tank that you and I moved?
300 gallons.
That had to have been like a good 500-600 pounds.
I had like
Just tank alone.
arowanas and stingrays and
I don't relate to any of this at all.
Neither do I, but he called me one day, and this is like
I'm
6
like
years ago.
I'm like reptile
And he's
dad.
he's like, hey, dude, can you come help me move this? And I was like, sure, what are we doing? And he like still lives at the old house that he grew up in, and we're like, I'm looking at it. This fucking case is like probably the size of 2 of those display cases.
Mm-hmm.
Dylan's house, you have to like go through this, go turn around, and it's not easy. It's tight corners, and I'm like, "Where's this going?" He's like, "In my bedroom." I'm like, "Bro, it's gonna take 4 of us to do this."
Where?
And
right at the foot of my bed. And every morning I woke up, it was this giant fish tank with a bunch of fish. It was great.
I forgot whose truck we put it in. Fucking blankets, fucking ratchet straps. Had to drive like 3 miles with it. Going, it's gonna fall out of the back of this truck, and it's gonna be Final Destination on my car right now. Like this thing is wild.
I didn't realize how heavy they were either until I got the tattoo shop and I told my landlord I was going to get, it's a 200-gallon tank in my tattoo area because the way that it's set up, like this is my tattoo area, but there is a main way over here and a main way over there. I wanted to block this off so nobody could walk in.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm just going to put a fish tank there. My landlord saw me bring it in. Well, didn't see me. I had like a couple people bring it in for me. And he was like, what are you doing? Where are you going with that? And I was like, oh, I'm just going to put it here. He was like, do you know if it's load bearing? Do you know if you have extra support there? Do you know this? And I'm like, Tom, why the fuck do I need to know that? And he was like, because you're about to put thousands of pounds of isolated weight into one area. So we are going to make sure. And sure as shit, like the contractor was probably one of his friends, but he came in, he was like, I just want to make sure that where you were putting it can sustain that. And I was like, how heavy is this? And he was like, well, a gallon of water is about 8 pounds. You have a 200-gallon thing. So that's 1,600 pounds right there on top of the rock that you're putting in. So that's an extra couple hundred pounds, the sand, the sump, everything like that. You're looking at a good 3,000 pounds of weight concentrated in this area. for as long as however long you're gonna be here. Like, yeah, roofs do cave in, bro. Like, you gotta make sure it's in a good spot.
Valid point.
Yeah.
You're right.
Just put it on studs.
Well, yeah, no shit. Jesus. And with that, we'll take a quick break. I promise we'll get into airsoft stuff after the break.
Yes.
That was 40 minutes of off the rails.
That was awesome. Go buy our merch. Go to the Zulu24.square.site, buy some merch. Also, I found a little hiccup and I can't seem to resolve it. So when you go and you buy merch, when you look at it, it says out of stock. Everything says out of stock until you put in your size.
Oh.
So everything's there. You got to put in your size. Head on over Zulu24.square.site. Pick up your Zulu 24 merch. We're always kind of updating it. All the designs on there. There are a lot of cool stuff.
The introductory mission. Made it through the introductory. I was like, this is cool. I did choose USEC. And I was like, this is okay. And they're in a raid. And I'm like, well, the first mission says I have to go to interchange. So let's go to interchange. I spawned
You think you're supposed to go to interchange.
So I spawn in. I don't use the best shit because I know better. I'm using like mid-tier stuff. And I'm like, okay, well, it just says, explore, interchange, survive, and extract. I'm like, that's pretty
Easy enough.
easy enough. I was like, I heard there were some changes to interchange. Let me go walk around a little bit. And I walk in the front door and get smacked by Killa. And I was like, I don't miss this.
No.
I'll fucking
miss this.
re-download
You
it. We'll
didn't.
see.
No, you didn't think. You were just like, man, maybe I shouldn't have moseyed in through the front door.
Well,
Maybe I have to actually fucking buy the corner. Maybe it's
so
not
that was
like
kind of what
Battlefield where I'm just like,
okay, so hold on. Let me emphasize on it. It wasn't like, oh, I just ran in through the front door through the turnstile. I was like, I stopped, I slowed down, I'm listening.
Yeah, but-
and I'm like, all right, doesn't sound like anything. I'm hearing shooting on the other side of the map. I'm like, okay. I don't even hear scavs walking around. I'm like, okay, nothing crazy going on. So I'm slowly walking up the escalators on the left side, not the right side one.
yeah.
So kind of over by like the IKEA clone.
Oh, that one.
That one.
Yeah, I'd never go in there.
Or sorry.
Anyway,
No, not the IKEA
or
one.
Ollie, the green one.
Yeah, the green one.
Yeah, yeah.
So I'm going up that
That's
side.
where he lives. Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't hear anything going on. And I'm like, I know he usually is over there. And
Yeah,
I'm like,
man.
I don't hear fucking anything. So he must have not spawned.
Yeah.
And then I kind of like pause and I'm like, give it a minute. Still hearing shooting all the way on the other side of the map. I'm like, okay, let's go up the escalator. And as soon as I go up the escalator, I see him and I was like, you got to be kidding
Yeah.
me.
If you make eye contact, you're fucked.
And I was just dead. And I'm like,
Yeah. That's how. Yeah.
I stopped. I looked. I'm like, it's 11 o'clock at night. I have to be at the field in the morning.
Yeah.
I'm good. And I just kind of stopped and I like say, boys, this was great. I'm gonna get off. They're like, well, you didn't even do a raid with us. I was like, no, I just got smacked in the face by Kill. And they're like, oh, I'm like,
Yep.
yeah, I remember why I like Tarkov, and I'm just not in the mood for this right now.
Love it. I love, dude, the very first PMC I saw, and I shot him in the head and he collapsed. And I was just like, oh, there you are. Sweet Jesus. Thank you. I fucking
Yeah,
love it.
you told me about that where you're like, it was one shot to the face. It sounds so great.
It was so good.
I did say this week.
Yeah.
This week I will take a break from Battlefield 6. We gotta get all the Milsim Day stuff done, so we can do that. And I can get this podcast edited in a timely fashion. Thursday's Thanksgiving, maybe.
Oh, that's going to fuck us up.
No, it's pretty easy. Like I told Dylan, game plan is tomorrow I'm editing this all morning. And then we can start doing the Milsim Day stuff in the afternoon. He can come out here in the morning if he wants to get that done. What that means, maybe Wednesday night, sit down, try and play some Tarkov with you.
Yeah, man. It's fun. The main storyline tasks I'm discovering are like really well done. There's also multiple ways to do things. So there's like these roadblocks that they kind of specifically put in. They're like, hey, you got to pay me 20,000 USD, which
I
is
heard
like
about that.
an absurd amount of fucking money.
Like,
There's ways around it.
well, like when I wiped my account for this, I didn't log in and look because I was like, if I log in and look at everything I have, I'm not going to wipe that account. Because I'm not a hoarder, but I had really nice shit. And I was really annoyed that like I kept updating you at some point in time when I was playing by myself. I'm like 2 missions away from going to Lighthouse. Like I want to go to Lighthouse.
Yeah.
And it's like I have like 4 or 5 spears, which again is nothing in comparison to Tom because apparently he fucking hoards those things. He had 20. All he did was the Kaiba key run on interchange.
Yeah.
Fucking.
Yeah.
But
He found it. He found the fucking key. Jesus Christ.
according to the 2 dudes he plays with, he had 20, never used them because he didn't want to lose them. So he's a little bit of a hoarder. I am not. I was actually using my nice shit. I like doing labs runs. Now here
They added some lab stuff.
I heard, but now I'm also hearing stuff like I liked using the Vortex Razor. Apparently, the Vortex Razor is locked on level 40 on the flea market.
Yeah, but I found you can find them.
I know, but it's
I have
like,
a couple.
I'm not jaded by Tarkov, but I'm now realizing the monumental amount of work I had to do to get to that point where I was at in the game, and I just hit the delete button. So my brain needs a week of recovery.
So I will say that the main story quest kind of distracts you from that.
Does it?
Yeah, because I thought the same thing. Dude, I had 120 million fucking rubles and
Yeah, I didn't
all the
hit that
same
point.
shit. All these fucking containers and shit that take forever to
I
get.
finally got my stash nice and organized,
Yeah,
and
right.
then we all hit the delete button.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
But it
I need like a week of mourning for my Tarkov account.
like it's enough for me to be able to forget, because I thought the same thing. This is the last time I'm going to play through the game, and I
Yeah.
know that.
But apparently also there's a lot of replayability. I don't know. I don't know if this is true, but I heard it last night. When you get to the end game, if you choose what is apparently the bad story ending, you get an unlimited labs keycard.
I don't know.
Yeah.
And that's all rumor because nobody's there yet. But there is talk of this character that you're playing right now will not wipe, and there will be another character that you'll get later on that will wipe if you want it to wipe. So this is going to be my last playthrough, and it's going to take months to do it, and because I want to get every morsel out of it, because at the end when I'm like, I'm done.
We can put Tarkov to bed.
Yeah, I've got over 2,000 hours in that fucking game.
Yeah.
Like, I want to just play through it, hit every little nook and cranny, and then be done with it.
You can rest now.
Yeah,
I
like,
also
That
sound
was
like
the saddest scene in all movies.
it's the
sound like
most.
the
It's
biggest-
like the most played game I've ever played.
I was gonna say I also sound like Arma.
Mm-mm.
Not even close.
I have like 800 hours in that game.
Is that 3 or a Forger?
3.
Okay.
Reforger, I have like less than 200.
I was gonna
but-
say I sound like a huge bitch in comparison to you because for about as long as I remember, you've been a Tarkov guy.
Yeah.
I played one wipe and I'm this upset about wiping my account.
Yeah, well, but there's give and takes, right?
Yeah.
Because PvE is a new thing.
Yeah.
I was playing PvP, so
Yeah, I don't know why you hate yourself.
It was fun. No,
I get it.
it's like climbing Mount Everest. Like there's some accomplishment. It's like doing a Milson West for the first time.
Yeah.
Like you feel like you actually accomplished something.
I can understand.
And I liked it because it was extremely hard. It was extremely hard to get mediocre at.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like killing another player was like, I remember the first time I killed another player to this day, 2,000 hours ago. Actually, it was probably like 800 hours. I remember exactly where I was, how I snuck up on him. Like he scared the shit out of me and I dumped a fucking mag into it. Like I was over thorough because I had been getting my shit pushed in for fucking 200 hours. And I was like, finally, this one motherfucker, you can kill them.
You can kill them. They are killable.
They bleed.
I
you know,
get it
like,
because the very first time I played PvP with you and Nick, I remember getting a kill on a PMC, and I remember exactly where it happened on customs.
no, we were on we weren't on customs. we were on shoreline.
No. There was a time where you, Nick, and I played. I know which one you're talking about on Shoreline, and we got our shit absolutely fucking rocked.
Yeah, you brought a pistol in.
Yeah, we got absolutely fucking rocked. But there was on customs, I got one, and it was because we were held up in one of the warehouses very early on in the race.
Oh, that's right. And the scavs just kept coming.
And I was like, holy shit, I shot that guy. And Nick's like, good, shoot him again.
yeah. Keep shooting it. Anyway, we're back.
Yeah.
And
All
we're
right.
back.
That's our weekly
So-
required Tarkov rant.
That's it. Boom. I was thinking about this when I was going to get coffee. Like you had like
Oh boy.
you had like all these reptiles and like all this crazy. You got pharaoh blood in you, man.
I do. I'm a feral kid. Like
No. Pharaoh. Pharaoh.
yeah, you know.
Like pharaohs had like
feral, but
Yeah,
now that
no,
we know
talking.
that already.
pharaohs had like tigers and shit as pet. Like
yeah.
no, except for Cleopatra may have been her downfall.
Well, she had a snake as a pet.
Well, she had a cat.
Oh,
She had cats too, but
She was the first crazy cat lady.
maybe.
probably.
I've heard that we think Elon Musk is the richest person in the world because his net worth is like
No, he's an alien.
billions, right? But then like you hear about like these Saudi Arabian princes and these Egyptian princes and stuff, and they're like trillions, like so much.
It's like you can't even
Well,
calculate it.
No.
They're just like, I want 5 giraffes right now, and they're getting 5 giraffes and a whole staff of people to maintain these giraffes.
So this, I'm sorry, I'm eating and it's terrible. I'm so hungry right now.
This is like an ASMR video, Dave. Keep going.
No. So,
Remember that time you got
Shut
mad
up.
at me for eating
Shut
on the
up.
podcast?
That's why it was so far away.
Pepperidge Farm remembers.
So Saudi Arabian, I'll say Prince. I don't remember if that's the story right. He's overseas going to college, and he's like, Dad, I feel so self-conscious when I drive into the college in my insert multi-million-dollar vehicle here.
Yeah.
Even the professor just takes the train. And so the father's like, oh, okay, here's $200 million, buy yourself a train.
Yeah.
So that you can cheap. That's that type of money.
Man,
Is
I
that a true
wish.
story?
No, I don't think so.
Oh, okay.
But that puts it in
wouldn't
perspective,
doubt it,
right?
Honestly, like it's something that's not far from the truth.
I'd be one of those people that if I was that wealthy, I would just cosplay as a homeless person all the time.
People do that.
They do.
There's a dude in Newburgh that does that.
Yeah, you ever see
There's
those,
like billionaires that do that.
Yeah.
They like hump
Hump trees. Hold on.
They jump trains. They jump trains in there.
Freudian slip.
you ever see
I'll
those?
hump a billionaire. Fuck yeah.
You know those like Facebook Darman videos? Or like they're very poorly acted.
Yeah.
Like woman disrespects homeless person, instantly regrets it. You know,
Yeah.
and the plot is like, you're homeless.
I saw
Why would I give you change, right? And then she goes in for a job interview, and the person interviewing her was the homeless person. He's
Yeah.
like, I pretended to be homeless to judge your true character.
Sounds like
And
it was made by AI.
it was, but it wasn't.
It's like
It's the Darman universe.
it's like Days of Our Lives.
It's the
for like
DMCU.
the teenage kids nowadays.
yeah. There was one, and I saved like a little.
Sounds like brain rot to me.
I saved a screen recording of
It is. It has a good message at the end of it, though. I will give them
But
that.
it feels forced.
It's very forced.
It is, and that's
Very
like
forced.
it's so bad.
Dave loves his cookies.
Dave
and-
is fucking them cookies up.
No,
boy.
I just said hungry.
I just
offered
said
you
that
some
gray shirt
potatoes,
was
egg, and
slimming
kimchi.
on him
smell
too.
like shit.
No, it didn't.
Diabetes can have cookie.
No. Like if I didn't eat dinner last night,
Yeah.
and I didn't eat anything this morning, and I had 2 cups of coffee, and I just, when your body transitions from using the sugars for energy to fat,
Yep.
you feel like fucking dog shit.
Yeah.
That like I'm hot and like sweaty.
And you're just like, bleh.
I need to put some sugar back in. Like, holy fuck, I feel like shit.
Have you tried keto before? Mm-hmm. You did. Have you been in ketosis?
Mm-hmm.
Did it feel good?
Not at first.
Yeah.
But
it
like
doesn't-
once you get
Yeah, when I did the 5-day fast, it was very similar.
yeah.
Yeah, there's like a day where you're just like,
Murderers.
holy fuck.
Would
you
you-
feel like your body going through a change and it scares the shit out of you.
Would you recommend it?
Yeah.
I really want to look into the carnivore diet. That looks like a good one.
Well,
I read that
I'm a
your
hot flash as fuck.
I read somewhere on an Instagram post, so don't, whatever. This may or may not be true, but your blood type says a lot about what type of food your body can metabolize well. So certain blood types will thrive off of more plant-based food.
Couldn't be me.
I don't know. I'm O. It must be lasagna. I could live
Obviously,
off. I could live off lasagna, dude.
That's like me. I could live off any sort of pasta for the rest of my life.
That's most people, to be honest with you.
Love it.
Yeah, it's most people.
Love it.
If there's anything I've learned over the years, most of those fad diets just get annoying after a while. It's easier to just eat a healthy, balanced meal.
Yeah, I'm thinking
so
about
much easier.
I'm thinking about doing it for like a month just to have like a little crash diet and then like slowly introduce carbs and shit and like vegetables and stuff back into my life. That was a peace treaty, Anthony, and you denied his peace treaty.
I bought the cookies.
There was a kid.
I am the
dying
peace
over
treaty.
here.
Do you want some water?
Dave's going through
good.
some things over there.
Dude, I'm going through like freaking menopause, like burning up over here. I'm sweating.
It's
My
only
body.
like 65 degrees in here.
Are we okay?
Okay.
Dave didn't grow facial
That's
hair
what
until
happens
he
when
hit
Dave's coffee
menopause.
doesn't cool down.
Yeah, this is what happens
Talk
when they
amongst yourself.
This is what happens when they don't put 8 ice cubes in Dave's coffee. Which I understand why you do it. It's just still a weird coffee order. Can I get a large hot coffee with 8 ice cubes?
It fucks them up every time. Yeah. I don't want hot coffee. I want warm coffee. I don't want to burn my mouth. I want to drink it right now, not 10 minutes
I'm
from
surprised
now.
you're not dunking the cookies in the coffee. That
No, I'm just trying to get this in my body right now because I feel like dog shit. dude. Fuck.
You want an interesting fact for the day?
Oh, let's hear the interesting fact for the
I think you know because I think I sent it to you on Facebook. Interesting fact of the day: if your immune system ever detected your eyeballs, it would eat your eyeballs.
Yep.
That's
Why is this?
So now you know. So consciously,
My body could eat my eyeballs at any point.
yep, you just
Technically,
take 'em out.
anybody with an autoimmune disease, their body registers something it shouldn't register, and it started attacking it. If you really think about it.
So one day you could just wake up no eyeballs, freak some people out.
I'm looking that up.
Why can't I see? Oh my God! Why is it bad? There's just 2 black holes where your eyes used to be.
Why they gotta be black?
I don't know.
Why
What
couldn't
else
they
is
be
back?
blank spots? Why you
Pink
got
and red. Is that better?
Dylan, apologize to Josh.
I don't apologize.
Give him reparations.
Bow down to Josh right now.
Okay, so your immune system not
Oh, here you
recognizing your
go.
eyes is an oversimplification of a phenomenon called immune privilege, where the eye is largely
white privilege,
Yeah,
yeah, I
where
got
the eye
privilege.
is largely shielded from the body's systematic immune system responses.
More like systemic immune system responses.
This is Google AI. To prevent damage to the delicate structures needed for vision. The immune system does recognize the eye as being part of the body, but it responds differently because the eye has a unique mechanism that suppresses inflammation such as blood, eye barriers, immunosuppressiveness molecules, and different types of immune cell regulation.
Boil this down. Can my eyes be eaten by my own body?
Yes.
No.
I thought you said it was an oversimplification of it.
It's an oversimplification of a phenomenon where that can happen.
So it can happen.
Technically, yes, but it's not normal that it does.
Well, no autoimmune disorder is normal.
Correct.
Have you seen the zoomed in picture of an eyeball where it looks like little fingers?
What?
Are you
seen
talking
that?
about inside?
Like inside,
Yeah.
like the what's the colored part of your eye called?
Iris.
The cones.
cones?
Oh, no.
Cornea, retina,
The iris.
pupil, something.
Oh,
Your pupil
Okay,
is
so
the.
So here,
Hold on, one more
Dylan.
time. The iris.
That was a good song.
I
is.
don't want the world to see me
Another fun fact: you
because
see
their eyes
everything
have little
up-
fingers in them.
You can see when you look at something, you see it upside down. Your brain just processes it and puts it the way that it should be. So technically, we are all upside down right now. So that is a fun
Okay, so
fact of the
hold on.
day.
So like we have the upside down hardware from when we were fish, but then our brain had like a firmware update just to like flip it in post.
I mean,
Why do fish see upside down?
I guess
Why do we see upside down?
So it wouldn't-
because of the way the light refracts in like the lens.
It does this.
Kind of like if you put like a lens on direct sunlight, it goes to a focal point
like
because
prism.
things. Yeah,
None
it's
of us are
some
eye
weird-
doctors.
Yeah,
No.
I'm not.
So if you had an
It's a mystery.
autoimmune
I'm not a
disease,
physician.
It
I don't
wouldn't
know.
dissolve the eye. It would attack the small blood vessels in your retina.
So you,
So you
just
would
had-
go blind, but it wouldn't completely destroy your eye.
Oh, imagine that though.
So you just be
That would
Ray
be
Charles.
wild though if it did. Just have no eyeballs, just pink
sounds like-
fleshy.
This sounds like
Pink,
another
black,
instance of Bob
fleshy
being on
eye
Facebook
holes.
where he just sees the headline and is like,
You
"That's true."
You want to know what I want to know? How the fuck did Helen Keller know anything in life? And what voice did she hear in her head when she was thinking of people talking? Never
we have to
heard a
bleep that?
noise.
Maybe.
Maybe.
We might have to believe
No,
that.
the Helen Keller thing, I think,
She's
I think
dead.
it was
God rest her
bullshit.
soul.
I think it was like her teacher.
Yeah, I think
Because
it's
like
bullshit too.
Helen Keller starts lecturing classes on like, capitalism's bad. And it's like, how the fuck? Come on.
That's like when gorillas do sign language. It's always this: you're killing the earth. You better like. It's always like. It's never like, can I get a fucking banana?
Yeah.
if you're deaf
go home?
and blind,
Why am I in a cage?
If you're deaf and blind, what fucking voice do you hear? in
you've
your
never
head?
purchased anything in your life. Why are you how are you having these complex ideas about capitalism?
Jesus Christ! I swear this is an airsoft podcast. I
Yes.
swear it is.
I actually want to talk
it's
about
totally okay to not talk about airsoft for an episode because to be fair, when we first started this, the original
Dude, I had to get it in me.
the original description of the podcast on Spotify said that we're going to go over.
I listen. I feel so much better right now. I'm not sweating anymore.
Dave's not getting the sugar hives, bro.
The look of despair in Anthony's eyes when he went to go look in there.
That's why I showed you that stack. I was like,
my insulin levels look like these, so that your insulin levels can look like these.
That's going in the intro.
oh, you're so hurt.
No, but I was going to say, in the original description of the podcast on Spotify, it said we weren't just going to talk about airsoft. We would talk about all things light.
No, I don't think we talked about airsoft a single time.
We don't have to.
But there's some airsoft things about Josh I want to talk about. Okay. I get a text message from Josh.
Yep.
All right. And I look at my phone. He sent it 3 minutes ago.
Oh boy.
And it's a link to some fucked up contraption on a hop up or eBay or something. He's like, should I get this? Is it a good idea? He sent it 3 minutes ago. I'm like, no, don't do it. It's not worth it. It's going to be a money pit.
I bought 3.
Too late.
Well, so this kind of tracks with
You've done this. You've done this with like every purchase.
Yeah, I have two MP7s now.
what I was going to say there is this kind of tracks and goes full circle because he said when we were first starting this, if you tell him not to do something, he's going to do it.
Yes.
If you tell him no, he's going to do it anyway.
Yep.
Every time Josh comes to me with a gas gun question or a night vision question where he's like, hey, do you think this like CGS EMG fucking gas blowback rifle is good? I was like, no, it's a terrible idea. Don't buy that. He buys it.
Yep.
Do you think these Sight Mark Ghost Hunters are going to be usable nods? No, Josh, those are terrible. Don't buy those. He buys them.
I bought them.
So what I'm going to start doing
I
is
will
the
say
exact opposite. I'm going to
were-
tell you it's great.
Oh, God.
And you should buy it.
Don't buy
And then I
analog night
gaslight him
vision.
into not
Cannot
buying.
hit me with your reverse psychology.
Josh.
That might work.
Analog night vision is a scam. Don't do it. You're just going to get ripped off if you buy analog over digital.
Listen, I will be honest. Oh, no, I know I'm not that dumb. I do have a pair of digis though. But the Sight Mark, what is it? Ghost Hunter Sight
Yeah, the
Mark,
Ghost Hunter.
whatever they're called. They weren't bad in Georgia.
So that was the thing. I've owned a pair, so I have experience with them. They're only good in an environment that has a lot of ambient light.
Yes.
And when I say a lot of ambient light, I'm not talking about the lights in CQB. That's not enough.
No.
Guardian Center, that might just be enough to make them usable.
It was.
But if you go out here and try to use Ghost
No,
Hunters,
I'd
you're
be
in
dead
for
in
a
the
very
water.
bad experience.
Absolutely.
They're bad.
Yeah, every time I send Anthony something, I know it's going to take him forever. Well, not forever, but he doesn't answer post haste, but by the time he answers, I already bought it. So if he's like, actually, this is pretty chill, I'm like, good, I bought it. Or he can be like, that absolutely fucking sucks, and I'll buy it. I'm like,
I don't know. I think
unfortunately.
I think your Claymore purchase was good.
It was.
That
It
was
was
a
very
good
good. You know, I have yet to use that.
It's unfortunate that AMS didn't allow you to use it, but that thing is cool as fuck.
I love that thing.
Yeah. It's surprisingly good.
Yeah.
Is it like all the other airsoft claymores?
No.
No, it's like powder charge.
Yeah.
I have never. Wait. Listen, I have never.
So we went to Cambodia. Okay.
Yeah, pretty much. I have never seen the look of excitement on Dave's face when that button was pressed. It's like new tech. It's by what, Stingray Airsoft, something like that.
Yeah.
I just bought it because we all know how I am. So I see something new. I'm like, this is fucking cool. I'm gonna buy it. I didn't know if it was gonna be able to be used at Zulu, so I brought it one time, and I'm like, Dave, can we just, can I use this at Zulu? We both didn't know what the fuck was going on. Even trying to pair the remote to the thing, he had to help me with it, and he was like, all right, when the green lights turn blue, the remote is linked, so you can use it. And we set it up at the snack bar.
Yeah.
And I pressed that thing, and it shot all the way past like the staging podium.
Dude.
Like BBs?
Yeah.
Yes.
So what do you mean it's powder charge? Like,
There's some
It's
sort
got
of
CO2
detonation.
or something. in
so
it.
it's not the slingshot thing.
No.
Which, speaking of Claymores, where'd that random Claymore in the Connex come from?
Unknown.
Okay. I saw that yesterday. I was like, or Saturday. I was like, what the fuck? Where did this come from?
I don't know.
Okay.
You have to put it on the front of the Jeep and then ram into tanks with it.
How much was the Claymore?
Stingray Claymores
Jesus
are a
fucking
little
Christ. I think the Claymore itself was like 180. The rounds are what get you. It's 4 for $80.
Yeah. So you have to like put this cylinder into the Claymore, and it's a self-contained like
Module.
and that is where the air pressure, whatever they're using. It's not
20.
It's 220.
yeah, 220. Yeah, see the circle?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You put the round.
Stingray makes that AT4
AT4
launcher, right?
Yeah.
And then
It's impressive.
the 4-pack cartridge is $72.
Well, it's loud. Those are one-time use, by the way.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's loud and effective. So it's like the traditional Claymore with just like the rat trap in it or whatever is effective because you can put 1 billion BBs in there, but it doesn't make any noise. So it could go off, and then you get showered with BBs. and you look around and you're like, what the fuck was that?
Well, like Dylan and I were playing with ideas of how to implement claymores and mines like that for Milsim Day, and we found those ones, the BB trap ones. We can get them pretty cheaply. So, like, if we bought a bunch of them that could be used for, I don't know, the recon teams or stuff like that, it could be cool. And we see the Stingray one, I'm like, that's pretty fucking dope. But that's pretty,
it's
pretty expensive.
It's like prohibitively expensive.
And we're like, I even said, I'm like, I'm not spending $800 on claymores.
No.
Yeah, it's nuts. But it's loud and effective. So
Yeah,
you get the bang and you get like BBs coming out at a decent clip. Yeah. Like that's gonna.
Yeah, there was definitely like what, a couple hundred BBs that flew out of that
Dude,
thing.
yeah, it's
it was
cool.
like a cloud of them.
I was
See,
impressed.
we sent Dylan's brain fucking racing. I'm still not spending the Milsim Day budget on claymores. No.
Yeah, but
No, I found someone recreated our mortar
oh yeah.
for like commercial use. And I'm trying
Yes,
to find
that's
it.
what I on Facebook,
with
right?
12 gauge blanks. And
Yes,
everything.
I sent
Really?
it.
Dude, it's
So I have
sent it to
definitely
the group
100%. I have definitely 100% told at least like 10 people that message the Instagram, whatever.
Yeah.
They're like, "How can I buy this?" I'm like, "No, dude, just do this."
It actually fired the one that he's talking about. If it's the same thing, because I sent it in our group chat with everybody else.
I have that muted.
Oh, good, thank you.
Yeah.
Like you drop
like
something,
20
you drop something in, and it actually launches like an impact grenade.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It's by some airsoft company. I forgot what it was, but
No, IWA is making them.
I think that's what it was.
Oh, yeah, no, I
I'm
did
almost,
see that.
I'm
I
almost
see that,
positive
yes.
that's what it was.
I responded to you because you sent the video of it, and you're like, Jordan, before I buy this.
Oh yeah, I said,
Yeah.
can I play with it at Zulu? And you said absolutely not. So there goes my fucking hopes and dreams.
Well, to be fair,
I'm
I
gonna
said-
buy one.
Yeah, it was like for normal player use, absolutely not. But was Dave considering buying one so that we could use it for events and Milsim days and stuff like that? Yes. At which point, then you're also not upfronting the cost for the rounds.
Yeah.
Rounds are stupid.
Because
Are
the IWA one is like a knee mortar, like this big.
Yeah, that's what it was.
yeah.
It was like all of 16 in like the tube was like 16 inches or
But-
something like that.
Blue Mag was using it a lot at whatever event they were doing a couple months ago, and it was cool. But
Yeah,
at point,
they have smoke rounds for it right now, but
it was
Good shit.
They finally put on the website the explosive rounds.
Really?
Yeah, at least on the like coming soon part of it.
That's the video that I saw. It was like people in like a CQB-esque area and they shot it from far back and like you just saw the people look up in the air and when they saw it like dropping, trying to hit them, they all skedaddle, but you heard it on impact. It's
Because
something.
there's two sides to this. So the first part was I pointed out very quickly, it'd be very easy for us to take our mortar we already have, drill 4 holes through it, run 2 basically rods through it to make an X, and then you could just put that in the top half of our mortar so we can just make it look cooler.
Okay.
The other part is if you let random airsofters, I'm not saying you would do this, but it would very quickly devolve to this. Someone would see the size of it and go, oh, hold up. And they would take it from firing it like this to firing it like that. Yeah. And then somebody's firing a fucking mortar shoulder fire down Main Street in CQB. And you're just like, all right, I know that's a legitimate thing that people have done in real, combat before, but this is still airsoft and there's safety involved. We can't shoulder fire the mortar.
Yeah.
But we could make the mortar look like an RPG.
Yeah. And it's
And
like,
then
now we're back to tag grenades. Still.
Dude, the tag mortar, what they call it, the Dominus or some shit.
Yeah, that's cool as fuck.
That thing looked fucking cool because the mortar rounds actually look like mortar round, like
You
everything.
still have a trigger like you actually have on
Yeah.
a 60 millimeter mortar. It's fucking dope.
I wish we didn't live in fucking New York.
I don't think that's a New York thing. I haven't seen him in the U.S. at all.
Tom.
Yeah, but he's only using it like every time he posts a video of it, he's like only for law enforcement training and military.
My
I
guns
have
say
a
all the
high-
same thing.
Yeah, but this is like the ATF's involved for sure.
Yeah.
It's a
don't-
mortar.
I don't see.
yeah.
Yeah, it's a legitimate fucking mortar. I don't see a world where that ever becomes civilian legal. Like maybe a field or a production company could buy it to use it, run by staff. But again, we're walking a really fine line because
There's an actual projectile.
there's an actual projectile,
Yeah.
and that actual projectile does go off and create a bang. Yeah. And it's not like the TLSFX ones, the IWA ones. They're tiny. They're not really crazy. The tag ones were the fucking same shape as a real mortar round.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Like, I understand they're going for maximum realism. It's fucking dope.
and range, they get some fucking range.
I
I
don't
think.
Have
see
you
it.
ever experienced a tagging indoors?
Yeah,
we
it was
played. We
100.
played that. What was it? That
100.
Massachusetts abandoned factory game.
that
last-
MSATO game?
Oh my god! I could not hear. I think after day one, everything like I had this weird high pitched ringing in my ears, and like It's a massive, wide open area, but most of the conflicts were on the concrete barricaded stairwell. So you're just getting nothing but amplification
So
throughout.
there's two parts to that. There's the decibel level and the overpressure.
I was throwing FBG 6s.
Yeah, but that's the thing. They do create overpressure. Like on my personal Airsoft YouTube channel, there's a clip at the end of one of the MSW games, $1 million, where Dan is just dead in a stairwell.
yeah.
And yes, it's stairwell going down, and it's like a spiral stairwell. He's dead on one of the landings, but there's still friendlies alive behind him, and there's Rust 4 above him. So they're just throwing tag grenades down, and every single one of them is like landing in Dan's lap, and he's dead on the ground. So it's just like, that's 7. Are we going to go for 8? And it just kept landing in his lap going off. I'm like, Dan, you're going to have like a TBI by the time we're done.
I've
with this.
never felt, I don't know the correct terminology, but like
It's overpressure.
it was in my chest.
Yeah.
Like it felt like somebody like punched me dead in my chest. I don't know. It must have been Tom or Andy or somebody, but I threw a 6. No, it wasn't a 6. It was the baseball looking tag.
Oh, the green meanie.
Yes, I threw that in a stairwell because we're getting pinged the fuck down. Like they're just coming from top, bottom, left, right. Like it was 360 at this point. I threw one of them in the stairwell, and one of them was like, there was like a 5-foot flame that detonated when that thing charged. It was right behind you. It looked fucking wild. But even then, like I threw it and then I ran and I felt it like in my back from that door jam. It was fucking
That's
wild.
overpressure.
I don't think they'll be able to play that game anymore. I mean, I hope that they do. Everybody semi-conducting themselves in a very good airsoft manner, but like there was tagging launchables going down catwalk. Somebody took one to the face and stopped the whole game, and that was
Well, so that's why
that was a wild game.
That's why AMS doesn't allow launchables, is because it's like
They do.
they do, but only when there's vehicles allowed. Because again, we asked Bo about it, where we're like, "Hey, you should allow launchables for Guardian Center," and his immediate response was, "Those are fucking dangerous. We really have to make a rule set around them." Because I've seen what happens when you don't have a rule set around them at MSW. Kid got rocked in the face by one from like, I don't know, I think it was like 30 or 40 feet away. This is exactly a year ago, almost to the day. He took a fucking direct impact tag launcher to the face.
Actually, I gotta say it
fucked him
because
up.
Mitch recorded me. Somebody was like 200 or 300 feet out, and I'm just doing pot shots. Apparently, the first shot took like the whole squad out that was next to the building. I think this wasn't MSADO. This was the prison game that you told us not to go to.
And you learned.
Yes, we learned. I had fun. Listen, I have fun no matter if we're getting beat up or if we're fucking winning. I
Making your own
have fun at
and
airsoft
having
regardless.
a good time are two different things.
I shot one of the tag-ins, took the whole team out, and then I saw another company moving in, advancing towards them, and I shot it again, and it hit somebody right in the face, apparently. Like, he got sent down the ambulance. I felt bad, but I'm like, this is...
I'm also in the boat, so I know I've seen it with the tag grenades. I feel like they all got like the approval from the certain government agencies that need to approve these, and then after a certain amount of time progressed, they just made them more violent again.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah,
it's
I
happening
think
with
so
the EGs right now.
Nah, the EGs are poopy right
The
now.
EGs are
Okay,
like
so I had
muffled.
like fucking 3 of them thrown at me yesterday, and I'm like, those are violent.
Yeah.
They're back. Like and it's all the new ones that you got in recently. I'm
Yeah.
like, these are way louder.
Well, we tested the ones that we had previous, and then Rich had
The old ones.
the old ones.
I still have a couple of the old ones.
And there's a huge difference.
Yeah.
I mean, the old ones sound like tag grenades, and then the new ones are like,
Bang.
Yeah.
blah, you
Like
know.
I had a couple thrown at me yesterday in the mosque. Kevin and I were ping ponging back and forth between the rooms in the bottom of the mosque.
Yeah.
It was actually
That was
everyone- okay.
epic.
So hold on,
That
like
was-
yeah,
that
a little
was-
little
that was-
PSA
that
for
was
the
epic.
players. Grenades only kill the room they land in. So if you throw an EG-67 at me and I run into the next room,
Sure.
then it goes off, and then I run back into the room. Don't yell at me that I'm not calling my hits on grenades.
Speaking of grenades, so I was on the roof yesterday, and somebody threw one of those CO2 grenades.
Yes,
Do we count that as like an actual
Yes.
detonator?
as long as it goes off.
Okay.
Everybody on the roof's dead.
like a thunder bee.
No,
tornado.
no, like yeah,
Oh, tornado.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
I'll
10
give it
feet
to you.
one room. As long as the
give it
grenade
to you.
functions as long as the grenade functions as intended, it kills the entire roof. So if it goes onto the roof and hisses out CO2 and doesn't do anything, then it didn't go off properly. It's
Okay.
done. But like yesterday, when they're throwing EGs at Kevin and I in the dark rooms and we're running back and forth, like the flash was bright enough to light up the whole room, and the bang was loud enough that even with my ear pro on, I was like, "That sounds louder than normal." Like
I'll test them today.
Yeah, they hated you guys down on that bottom floor.
Yeah, 'cause
hated you guys. I thought you were dead because I heard the grenade, and then I can always tell where you are because your boss unit has a distinct sound to it. So like we're sitting on the roof, everybody's yelling medic. I'm like, there's like 10 minutes left of the game or some shit like that, and then all of a sudden I hear you going off, and then I hear Kev screaming something like, you didn't hit me, your gun ricochet. I was like, oh, they're still giving them hell down there.
Yeah, so I had somebody threw one of the lucky grenades in through the window I was holding. It hit me in the chest. Didn't go off. I fumbled it trying to catch it. And then I dropped it and it went off at my feet. I'm like, fuck. And now I'm dead. But Kevin was around the corner. He comes around. He's like, you dead? I'm like, buddy hit me. He's like, oh, hold on. And he grabs me. We run into the dark room, puts my tourniquet on. And I'm like, you take that room. I'll take this room. And like 20 dudes rushing in the mosque. And I'm like, Kevin, I didn't bring any grenades. I literally went, do I want to unlock my car and grab like the 10 EG67s I have left from Iron Horse or just go play? I'm just going to go play. Should have grabbed all those EGs. But they started doing that. They would throw one into one room. We would run into the other. They'd throw one into that room. We'd run back. So because of that, they're like, how are they not fucking dead? And they're like screaming at us. We're shooting them underneath the curtains because the curtain has like this much of a gap. I can see your ankles. It was violent. It was fun.
Yeah, all they had to do was just coordinate.
Throw them in at the same time.
That's it.
But instead you had Kevin on one door, me on the other. And whichever room the grenade landed in, we would sprint to the other one because they're throwing EGs at us.
Yeah.
And they're like, this is bullshit. And they're like screaming for Ronnie. They're like, these dudes aren't fucking called grenades. I'm like, okay, first off, my helmet camera was on the whole time. I was like, you can watch me run into the dark room and then run to the other room when the grenade goes. You see it go off, I run back in. But it was kind of funny because they didn't even think like, hey, maybe throw one into both at the same fucking time.
Yeah.
What I realize is when people play airsoft, there's different players for everybody, but I notice a lot of times when people throw grenades like what you did, that's what I do. I'll see a grenade. I'm not going to pick it up. I'm not going to kick it. I'm not just going to fucking sit there and look at it and be like, I'm pulling my head.
Don't pick it up. Don't try and throw it back.
Yeah, I'm going to look like where you were. You knew where the exit was. So you went in there to the point where you were safe. I noticed so many people, as soon as a grenade's thrown, it's like deer in headlights. They just stop and stare at it. I'm like, fucking move, dude. Like, you're 3 feet from another room. It's 10 feet, one room. Just go into the other room. Yeah. They're going to think they got you out. Get a good angle on them. Light them up. But,
That's
don't
exactly
just sit there. Like, come on.
The only stupid part of that entire thing that's actually, like, legitimately stupid is Kevin does get shot eventually. Him and I are in the same room. Dude walks in going, I'm just going to pick up my grenade. And I'm looking at him going, okay, reasonably speaking, if anyone ever says, I'm just going to pick up my grenade, they're probably already dead.
Yeah.
And he was coming in from the door that Kevin was holding. So I'm looking at him. He's picking up his grenade. He's like 15, 20 feet from me. He turns around and looks at me. I'm like, hey, man, are you dead? And he just shoots me in the face 3 times. And I'm like,
Did he shoot you in the face 3 times? Where? I'm looking
On
at
the
your face.
eyebrow.
All 3 on the eyebrow.
one on the helmet, one on the eye.
I got lace in
One
my
on the
nose
helmet,
and
2
I
on the
got a little
eyebrow. And I
Rudolph
looked
spot.
right at him because it's somebody that I'm friends with. And I looked at him and I was like, bro, come on now. And he's like, well, I didn't have a dead rag on. I'm like, you're right. You're 100%
But if
right.
you'd have shot him, he'd have been like, man, I'm just picking up my grenade.
And I looked at him and I'm like, I'm going to call that, but that was bullshit.
Yeah,
and
that's pretty
he's
scummy.
like, well, I'm sorry. And like, we talked it out, but I'm looking at him going, I'm also really happy. Like, I'm wearing a mouth guard. I'm wearing a helmet. Because I was like, all 3 of those were right up here. And he's like, I'm really sorry. And you see it in my video because I watched it last night. He just turns his gun up like that and does it. And I'm like,
So technically that
shot.
was a blind fire too.
No, it was a hip fire. It was a hip fire. I could fully see him. But it was one of those, he picks his grenade up. He's looking at it. He turns around, looks right at me. And I'm like, hey, dude, are you dead? And he just,
Yeah, it's preempting it by saying, I'm just picking up my grenade.
that's the problem.
Which means I'm not doing anything else.
Besides
I'm
picking my
just
grenade.
picking up my grenade.
Because again, like you and I had this instance one time where I threw a blank fire grenade in. I got killed. And I went immediately to go pick up the blank fire grenade. And you're like, hey, are you dead? I'm like, yeah. And you go, where's your dead rag? I'm like, I will pull it out as soon as I get my grenade back. That was expensive.
Yeah.
So again, there was a reasonable expectation. He didn't have a dead rag out. I can understand it. But I gave him the benefit of being like, hey, are you dead?
You gave him the courtesy,
Yeah. And then I'm like,
and he
then
flushed it down the toilet.
And then I got stitched up and I'm like, oh, if this was at any place but Zulu, I would have just shot you anyway, but I'm way too nice here.
I threw one of the lucky grenades up on the roof of the mosque yesterday and it didn't go off. So I instantly put my dead rag on. I'm like, whatever, I'm just going to go grab it.
I was with you for that, yeah.
Yeah. And I looked at Ronnie. Who was it? Ronnie or one of them were like, what are you doing? I'm like, I'm getting my grenade. And all of a sudden I look and like my grenade is getting thrown because somebody else threw it off the roof.
Yeah.
I was like, that looks familiar. Oh shit, that's mine.
Yeah,
But it worked. It worked. I don't know why it didn't go off, like, because I chucked it a little bit and it hit the wood, like the wood floor, but he threw it off the roof of the mosque into the grass and it
I have
went
no
off.
idea. I mean, I will say in the beginning, I've told pretty much everybody that bought these, you should take that grenade and arm it and fucking disarm it like 20, 30 times because those springs are so fucking stiff.
Yeah.
And the plastic has to work its way in a little bit.
Yeah.
Once you do that, like you saw with mine, we can walk outside and from knee height, it's going to go off on concrete.
Yeah,
From
mine ain't
shoulder
doing
height,
that.
it's going to go off on grass. If you just work it in a couple times and set it off, like you don't have to use a primer every time. Just get the spring to activate.
Yeah.
Do that, and eventually it wears in. They're
I
just
love
so
those
stiff.
grenades.
Yeah, they're great.
I love them. They're
But
amazing.
that was the thing. The guy that came in to pick his grenade up was one of the lucky grenades that he threw in and it didn't go off.
Yeah.
And that's why I'm like, oh yeah, like then I get stitched. I'm like, okay.
I have one of those Tectonic Quake 7 round ones, and like I don't even use that anymore. I like the lucky ones way better. They're only like a one-shot trick, but
the
you can
benefit is
keep
it's-
reloading them.
It's also, and I know this is going to sound a little snobby, a $100 blank fire grenade versus a $40 blank fire grenade.
Oh, the Quakes are like 200.
Even worse, if you throw that $200 grenade and lose it, you're going to be way more pissed than if you throw that like $35, $40 one and it breaks or you lose it. The other part is the Quakes, the TRMRs, the blank fire Thunderbees, they weigh like 2 pounds.
Yeah,
You can't throw those from the first floor to the second floor.
no.
Like there's a rule about that. Those 3D printed ones are light enough that you can do that and not. I mean, hell, I had one fucking hit me in the chest yesterday. I was fine.
Yeah.
And it was like enough that I went, oh shit, trying to bobble it and it didn't go off. But
They really are just like the perfect airsoft grenade.
They are. They are.
They're the perfect impact airsoft grenade. They're light, they're cheap, they're loud.
Yeah, but we have to talk.
They're safe.
If we're gonna talk about it, we have to talk about the fact that they break.
they do.
They do.
Yeah.
Right now, the issue with them, and I'm talking with Austin, the kid that makes them, the pink and the blue. And Anthony might be able to speak to this because they're 3D printed filament.
Yep.
It seems to be.
I know the solution already.
It's like
Oh,
tattoo.
don't
gel.
get Anthony
Let's
started
not
on this.
give away
It's
his
not-
secret sauce on the air.
It's not a crazy in-depth solution,
No.
but literally it's just filament choice.
Yeah.
There's certain things he can do with print settings to make it a bit stronger, but ultimately it's filament choice.
Yeah. Right now, the only ones that are coming back broken are the pink and the blue.
But
And
if you
the weird part is they've all broken in the same way.
if you
I
think
grok
about it, you're
spiked
getting
mine
like
yesterday.
you're getting
Yours
like
is
that.
yellow. Yours is yellow.
I grok spiked.
But if you're getting like what a good 5-6 uses out of it before it breaks, you already paid for
Yeah,
it.
but then in comparison, the red one I have, the prototype, I've thrown it 100 times.
no shit.
Yeah. Like I went through an entire box of primers just with that grenade between the amount of times I've thrown it in a game, the amount of times I've thrown it in this room to demo it for customers, the amount of times I've taken it outside and thrown it to be like, hey guys, here's what it is. I have thrown that one 100 times.
I've used the gray one that I originally got like a good maybe 10, 12 times. And the only thing, like, it's probably just wear and tear, but like the constant threading and unthreading, like the threads have like,
Well, I've also noticed some people just like ooga booga man it and they cross thread it.
oh yeah, no, not me. Like the threading's kind of like flaying a little bit, but like chalk it up to use and call it a day.
It could also be as simple as he gets a new spool of filament, and as he's printing the grenades, I don't know what his print setup is, but like I showed you all my filament dryers.
Yeah.
I'm feeding all my filament from dryers because once filament starts to absorb the moisture in the air, its quality and its property starts to kind of degrade. So as he gets towards the bottom of a spool or the end of a spool, it could be that the filament may have been out and may have absorbed enough moisture to where those prints are more likely to fail from impact. But it's also a material choice. I can next time I see him, I'm gonna show him my setup. I'm gonna show him my dryers, and I'll be like,
I'm trying to get him to stop by this week. 1, because I want more grenades. 2, I got to pay him. And 3, I want to show him all the broken ones.
yeah, because I want to see him continue to make this product. Like,
no, it's great.
This is one of those products that like I've thought about making, but I wouldn't dare to do it because there's it's a 209 primer. Like there's the liability in it that I'm just not willing to take, and he's doing it the right way.
What would the liability be?
Somebody getting hurt with it.
Yeah.
But isn't it like a controlled thing? Like how?
This gets into a legality thing that we shouldn't discuss.
Never mind.
It's a legality thing with anything. You slip and fall on a wet floor at McDonald's, you sue them because there wasn't a wet floor sign up. You know,
Yeah.
even though you can clearly see the floor was wet, you know, whether or not you truly used this grenade properly, you know, anybody can claim anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, like somebody could eventually turn around and claim hearing loss because somebody threw one of these grenades at them.
Don't be a pussy. Like I don't know what
You
to
signed
tell
a
you.
waiver.
Yeah.
You signed a waiver. That's my response.
Can't get a
All right.
girlfriend.
So
Yeah.
I don't know if this can
Can't
be
hold a
on the
job, can't have
podcast
a
or not.
social life.
But what's the difference between them getting hearing loss because of that per se, or them getting hearing loss because me and you are on both sides of him firing our boss unit? You know, like at what point does the legality?
So technically
that a
speaking, because
waiver?
one, you signed a waiver. Two, Zulu has in the safety brief about wearing hearing protection because of the boss unit.
We live in America. You can sue anybody for anything.
And we're in New York.
The waiver is basically toilet paper to any and this is true of all waivers.
You should probably bleep this out.
Yeah.
Don't
No,
give
this is
anybody ideas.
Redacted.
This is true of any waiver that you ever sign in your whole life. Like any lawyer worth his salt can rip that thing apart. The waiver is for you as the customer to think in your head, well, I signed a waiver. So,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? But we do things that bolster the waiver, which actually makes it much harder. So when you sign the waiver, that you're obviously just signing a waiver, you're agreeing to, first off, you're signing that you read it. And then you're agreeing to the terms basically and to hold Zulu 24 Inc., not liable or whatever.
Yeah.
And then you're sitting through a safety brief, and a safety brief actually bolsters that waiver and makes it kind of doubles up on it.
Yeah.
And then there's signs in the parking lot that say iPro on it.
Sure.
Valid,
Yeah, there's
all this other stuff.
like a ton. Like we are lucky that in Airsoft and paintball too, that the people who play those sports kind of already understand like it's an inherently dangerous sport.
Yeah.
And so, getting hurt from slipping and falling down a fucking hill or whatever.
Yeah,
fuck,
Dislocating your shoulder.
just looking at your shoulder it's kind of just, we just know like, oh, that was my fault.
Yeah.
Like now if somebody was running through CQB and we didn't sand the fucking doorways and shit and they sliced their shit open because of negligence on our part, then they could sue the fuck out of us. But I mean, they could sue us for whatever, a cut on the arm,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? But it's America. You can literally sue anybody for anything.
But I mean,
Especially
to be
if
fair,
there's any type of injury involved, then it's
Yeah.
like,
we've had some close calls in the past where like back when everything was wood in CQB, I remember a day there was a player, a nail was exposed that just happened over, time.
Yeah.
The wood was degrading, and it was specifically on the hotel in CQB, and he was running along the wall and he got fucking ripped by a nail.
Yep.
That could have been really bad. But
Be more observant of your surroundings.
the guy was super chill about it, and he was just like, that was actually my fault. I should have seen the nail. We're like, well, okay, yeah, sure.
The way that I see it, although like not everybody sees it the way that I do, but like when I go on the field, I accept all possible outcomes, whether it be good or bad. Like I'm not saying like I'm gonna fucking die when I go up there, but like if I get clipped on a piece of wood that has a nail, or maybe there's a sharp edge on a fucking container that I decide to Fortnite dive in, or maybe there's wet conditions and I'm running through the trenches, and maybe the grass was a little high and I couldn't see the rut and I fucked my shit up. Like when I woke up in the morning, I had an idea that I was going to play fake fucking war. So when I go on that field, I accept all possibilities of anything that can happen, like you're going to get hurt. You're going to twist something. You're going to hurt something. You're going to bruise something. You're going to abrade something. You're going to cut something. It's the woods.
There's a lot of ways to mitigate stuff like this. The biggest one I see out here, like you brought up the ruts. The amount of times I see kids running around in shoes, and I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? Like,
When
holy
Andy
shit.
twisted his ankle, he had them fucking multi-cam black shoes on that he wanted so
the
bad.
Ultimas.
Yeah, he was walking right in front of me. We're down in African. Like, he's walking over here. I'm looking at the huts in African. All of a sudden, he's out of my field of view. And I hear grunting like, oh, no. I looked over. I was like, Andy, what the fuck are you doing down there, bro?
Yeah.
Can't fight the boar from the ground.
I always see it with like the younger kids. They show up in like Nike running shoes. I'm like, bad idea.
Yeah.
Bad idea. Don't do that.
Basketball shoes all the time. No tread, no nothing.
Yeah.
Just straight basketball shoes.
it doesn't help that like Vans are a trend too, because like Vans are not great shoes.
But Van MTEs would be, wouldn't they? Because they have that grid pattern on the bottom.
Well, so like the Vans I have, these are, I don't know what, maybe this is what you're talking about, but
they have like the outward pattern instead of it being inside. Yeah, like that. And those are like MTEs, I think they're called.
They could have ankle support if I got longer laces and tied it properly. But
Yeah, but like I throw those kinds of people in the same category. I used to see it all the time when I was hiking breakneck. It was weird. If I see you on the side of a like ridge that could kill you, and you have a string backpack on, and your phone is your only flashlight, and it's 6 o'clock and the sun's going down, you really didn't think about what you're getting yourself into. If you're running around the field with fucking low cut Vans or Converse
Or
on,
Crocs. I've seen Crocs on the field.
and I've jokingly walked over to the player and I'm like, hey, you should probably put those in like all wheel drive if you're gonna wear those. But either way, you probably shouldn't wear Crocs to begin with. Did you even take a second to think, we're in the woods? Maybe don't do this. Like fucking, oh my God, you just proper footwear.
Yeah.
It's another gripe.
I don't know.
Ankle support.
you think indoor players think about this? Like they get special.
indoor players-
Well, think of it. You can step on a bunch of BBs and roll on it like a cartoon.
done that before.
You think they think of shoes with special tread that ride over the BBs?
No,
So they don't roll
because
on?
they're all wearing Vans and Converse.
Home
I was
Alone
just trying to
style.
say that's like a Vans and Converse world right there.
Yeah.
Here's my argument, right? We're all sitting here saying ankle support and all this shit, right? Like all you're really doing is splinting your ankle, which then does what? It means that your body doesn't need to develop strong ankles, right?
Yeah.
Because his shoe's doing it for you, thus giving you weak
Skinny
ankles. Weak ankles.
Skinny ankles.
So yeah, it's the opposite of ankles.
Got to do some ankle push-ups.
I say that knowing full well I run around with zeros on, which
Yeah.
some could argue are not proper footwear.
Fuck no.
iPro is just telling your body not to develop stronger eyeballs.
No, that's different, right? Because your eyeballs can't get stronger.
Shoes in general are teaching your body not to develop strong soles on your feet.
That is also a true statement. But like I played soccer growing up my entire life.
What was your position?
When in Florida, I was a goalkeeper, and then when I moved up here, I was defense. So I was a sweeper. I'm sorry, a stopper. But then our goalie got hurt, so then I was goalie again. So
Good shit.
So I've always had like strong ankles, I guess. So it doesn't matter. Like I've twisted my ankle before, whatever. But it's like, ow, that hurt. Okay, 5 minutes later, I'm good. And I attribute that to not wearing ankle support. Like I don't get ankle injuries. My knees are fucked. But
That was also probably from your extensive soccer history.
no,
too.
it wasn't. It was from my military.
That too. That
Just
as well.
that-
Yes,
just
you are
that
correct.
alone.
Yep. That as well.
Not service connected. Not service connected.
So I think, I don't know. As a business owner, yes, wear proper footwear with ankle support. But as a human being, stop babying your body.
Yes.
Make your body strong. You know, as I sit here, make your body strong. It's easy.
I don't
Insert clip of Dave just housing those cookies.
Yeah, right.
Look at this stack.
My jaw is strong, but my teeth are weak from all the sugar.
Eating one cookie at a time is training your jaw not to get stronger.
Yeah, exactly.
Five at a time and making you strong, man.
You know, as much as we talked about the basketball shoe community and like people like that, I've grown to appreciate them.
Are we talking about airsofters that wear them?
Airsofters, yeah.
Are you talking about Speedsoft?
Define basketball shoe community.
We were just talking about people, you know, like generally speaking, the younger kids come in wearing like what the fuck ever they want to wear. Like, I used to look down on them, but now I'm like, you know what?
So there's two sides of this.
It's comfort.
One for the low cut shoe idea there. Like there's low cut hiking shoes. I'm wearing a pair right now. I'm wearing a form of Merrell's essentially. Like low cut normal hiking shoes that you have support, you have grip, you have a nice tread. It's a lot better than wearing fucking Converse and Vans with nothing. Like those are skater shoes.
Yeah.
Now on the other side of it,
love my.
I understand that they're good shoes. Running around out here, they're not the best
No,
option.
they're not.
They're great. I will say this: the splay shoes that I got, which are basically Vans with a wider, they're fantastic.
Yeah.
And I like them because the sole is so thin that if you come up on a rock, your foot actually folds around the rock, and so you get more traction. It's
like zeros.
yes, like the Vans have a thicker sole, so if you get on that rock, you just slip right off because you're just one point of contact wherever your sole of your shoe is, and it just slips right off. But with the splays, it's so strange. It's almost like you can curl your toes around. It's fucking wild.
I've been thinking about the splays just because I got my very first pair of Zero shoes like last summer. Those are great. I've bought two more since, and I feel like either they changed the design or they're having a quality control issue because the two new pairs I've got just hurt my feet.
Really?
Like in weird fucking ways. Like I still have my original ones, the black ones that are falling apart. perfect, no issues, no foot pain, no bullshit. I bought a pair of the Gore-Tex ones for the winter. They don't fit the same. They're the exact same shoe, just made out of Gore-Tex, same cut, same everything. They don't fit the same. And then I bought a new pair for Guardian Center, and I showed you I ripped the sole on them at Guardian Center.
Yeah.
And every time I wear them, I get weird foot pain on the heel of my foot and like right behind my big toe on both feet. And I'm like, this doesn't make sense. They're the exact same ones as the black ones, just a different color. And I'm like, they're newer. They're brand new. I don't know why they're having this issue. I've worn them enough to break them in. Zero shoes don't really need a break-in period. And every time I wear them, I just have foot pain. So I went back to wearing the black ones, and I'm like, no, they're still fine. Like, they're perfect. I don't know if they changed the design or they're having a QC issue.
Try the splays, dude.
That's what I'm thinking about, getting a pair of splays.
They're nice.
Because I see you wearing them, I'm like, they look good.
They're nice.
Yeah.
They feel so good, dude.
But the other side of that, appreciate the community that wears those low-cut shoes. There's two sides of that.
They're the sprinters.
They're the sprinters, but there's like the new kids where it's like those are the future of the sport kind of new kids. Like, they're good. But then there's like the kids I see. This is a cringe topic that's going to go down a rabbit hole.
Hear it.
So like the shitters that also do it, they're now selling patches and stickers on Hop Up that are overshooting.
California overshooting permit or shit like that. Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm
Of course it's California. Of course it's coming out of it.
It is. It says California shooters permit on it.
Yeah, I saw it yesterday because somebody sent me the Hop Up link. They're selling them on Hop Up. It's the
Overshooting permit, not shooters permit.
The overshooting permit for California, overshooting permit for the entire United States. And I'm like, this is fucking cringe. It's like, this is the problem. But that's the other side of the community that wears those low cut shoes. So like,
I feel like no matter where you go, you're gonna come into contact with it. You're gonna come into contact with the shitters. You're gonna come into contact with the people that treat it die hard and like treat it like they are in fucking Baghdad all over again. Or the cool people.
I'm okay with aggressive players. I'm just not okay with you being an asshole.
Yeah, I'm okay with aggressive players up to a certain point. Like, what you're not going to do is you're not going to... There have been a couple times where I was on the field and somebody's like, who served? Who's been in the service? All right, you're going to come with me. You're going to do this. I'm like, I served in jail. That's about it. Like, I'm going to go do my own fucking thing. And then, like, they get pissed off and they start yelling at people and getting aggressive with them because they thought they were fucking John Wick and went into a building and they got met up with a bunch of fucking little kids with rentals that lined them the fuck up. Then they get mad because, like, I got taken out by a 13-year-old, but I did like 3 fucking tours, so that shouldn't have happened. It did happen. Ego. It did fucking happen. Wear it, walk it out, and learn not to go in a building. I'm telling you, man, if I hear a JBL speaker in the mosque, I'm not going in the fucking mosque. I'm staying the fuck out of the mosque. I'm not doing CQB. I promise you. I'm throwing a grenade in there before I even enter there.
And you're going to back it up with another grenade.
I'm going to back it up with it. I'm not going to do what they did yesterday. I'm going to go in with 4 grenades. I'm going to clear one room. I'm going to go underneath, clear that room, then clear that room, then clear the next room. If y'all are on the roof, I don't know what to tell you. I'm about to throw one up there too. Rule of thumb, if you hear fucking music from a speaker, it is a sweaty ass kid that will overshoot the fuck out of you.
Well,
do not go in that room, man.
Or they have plot armor because I watched this yesterday on the field. So again, we've talked about this, like normie topic of is it normie to have a Bluetooth speaker? And we said yes.
Oh yeah.
But that kid, like he's talking about, usually has fucking plot armor. Yes. I saw it yesterday when you were with me. I think you were too.
Yes, I was.
The kid with the knife.
Yes.
The kid with the knife.
My God.
The kid with the knife. So we're standing in Fuel Depot. And we're spawning power line side. And I can't remember this kid's name. It starts with an R. Him and his dad used to play here a bunch. And then we haven't seen him since like May or June. They finally came back yesterday. I was like, oh my God, you guys are alive. Like, this is awesome. Kid runs out of all ammo. But there's like 10 minutes left to Conquest. He's got a rubber training knife. So he's like, fuck it, we ball. And I'm standing there watching him in Fuel Depot. He's down by the tires. And he's got a knife in one hand and a cell phone in the other. And he's just like, looking around, he's pointing the camera at us. I was like, is he taking a video of us? Like, what's going on here? Is he on a FaceTime call? And we're all standing at Fuel Depot going, all right, do we want to go die in CQB or do we want to die at the mosque? Watch him run to the first outlier building. And he's just standing on the wall. And I'm like, well, we're getting shot at from that building. Did they not see him run up? He runs in the building, fucking knife kill, kills both dudes
Takes
in the
them all
building.
out.
And I'm like, yo, that kid survived. Okay, let's go up there. Like, he already cleared the way. He's got plot armor on. So then we make it all the way to the L-shaped building, and I watch this kid just run full on into the mosque. Gets another fucking knife kill. Survives the rest of the game.
Jesus.
Like, by all definitions, this kid would fall into the normie category. But he had fucking plot armor that game because he comes up to me at the end of the game. He's like, Jordan, I got 3 knife kills. And I'm like, I know, I watched. He's like, I got it all on video. He was recording it.
Me and Jordan were in the building next to the mosque, and he was like, yeah, I ran out of ammo. And I looked at him, I'm like, how the fuck do you run out of ammo with a knife, bro? He was like, no, my pistol, I ran out of ammo. But sure as shit, he was the first person in the mosque. He ran right the fuck in.
Plot armor.
Yep.
So again, sure, by all definitions, he falls in the normie category. But
Good for him.
This kid is the highlight of his airsoft day.
Sure.
He got his 15 minutes of like, I am the king of the ship. Like,
You should get him a bipod to put on his knife.
And might I add, he had a JBL speaker playing, which goes back
armor.
to my fucking thing. If I hear a speaker in a building, I am not doing CQB anymore. I am just going to blow the fucking building up. I am not risking my life going in there. Because I know as soon as I turn the corner, there's going to be 2 kids with fucking drop stock sitting right there. There's going to be 2 other kids over there. I'm going to get shot like 5 times before I even think about what happened.
That's the airsoft equivalent of hearing your voice called to you, and oh my gee, I'm so bad sometimes with words.
It's okay.
It's the airsoft equivalent of hearing your name called in your own voice in the woods.
Yes.
You hear the JBL speaker.
Ew.
You're
that's
like,
kind of funny because
That'd be gross.
it's either a kid in a banana suit and a knife, and he's gonna get you, or it's
he loves that fucking rubber training knife too because he had gotten silver metallics like painted.
Yes.
And he painted just the blade to the point. I
Yes.
forgot which ref yesterday. Like they saw him walking on the field with it was Alex. And they're like, hold on, come here. I got to see that because Alex thought it was a real knife because it had silver blade.
right.
And he like bends it. He goes, what the fuck? He's like, I painted the blade. Like, the kid loves his fucking knife. Which Alex doesn't have any room. I understand he was doing it from a safety perspective. Alex turns Nerf guns into airsoft guns, so he's equally in this category. He walks in with like the Nerf long shot on Saturday or Sunday, and he's like, "Look what I did!" And it's got like an Echo 1 gearbox. And I go, "Oh, Alex, I love this." Like, I
That was
understand.
the one you were playing. What, isn't it still over there? Yeah.
No, he took it home to work on
Oh.
it. When you look at it, like it's not perfectly done. He basically just flipped the gun upside down, hollowed it out, and like pinned in and screwed in a gearbox, and then made the hop up and barrel line.
Listen.
It's jankily done, but it works.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Sometimes you got to put some JB Weld on it and you're good to go. You know, zip tie, JB Weld.
buddy of mine built her up.
I got to make a pee-pee. Sorry.
It's
Too
okay.
much coffee.
Welcome to Zulu 24 podcast.
Prison Josh.
Prison Josh.
Did you play airsoft in prison?
No, I did. We didn't have airsoft in prison.
But you've played airsoft in a prison.
Yes, twice actually.
Did it give you prison
Was
flashbacks?
it twice? 2 or 3 times? Yeah, me and Lauren actually. Lauren, I can't really speak on Lauren right now because of his job, but yes, we felt right at home.
Oh my god.
What
That was an
Are we
interesting
actually
fucking
going to cover
game.
this?
How old were you when you were in prison?
Do you want to talk about this?
Yeah, I don't give a fuck. 2012.
How old were you?
So I was 2012, 24.
24.
Yeah, somewhere around there.
And how long were you in for?
I did 2 years.
Was it state or federal?
It was state.
State?
Federal. If you go to federal prison, you're getting
prison?
football numbers. I went to Lakeview. I did shock. I did a bad thing, caught a felony. From that felony, they said I can either do a 1 to 3 or I can do shock. So I ended up. It's like boot camp.
Yeah, they have it upstate. It's a jail without walls.
Yes.
Do you mind if I ask what the
And it's in the
felony
middle
was?
of the Catskills.
And
if you
Jordan
run
can
away, you'll just
redact
die.
anything.
Assault in the second.
Assault in the second. Now, what's assault in the second?
It means that I put somebody in the hospital and they needed some surgeries to recorrect what I did to them.
Really good bar fight.
Yes.
Damn.
Yeah, it was it. I'll be honest, like this version of me,
Did you make your snake bite him? Is that what happened?
I did make my snake bite him. It was so I was in the city at the time. I'll be honest, I was a coke dealer back then.
Good for
so
you.
I
Shit.
was, I was doing
Diet
bad
or
things
zero?
in the city. What happened?
Diet or zero?
No sugar.
Diet Coke?
No sugar.
Sugar free.
Yeah, sugar free.
Sugar-free.
Sugar free.
All
Do you
right.
think a vending machine business is still viable in 2025?
Oh, very much so. People ask me all the time, like people that see me in my past life and now, they're like, "Do you miss those days?" I'm like, "Every fucking day, dude. Every fucking day." Do you know how much money I was raking in back then? Like, I make good money now, but like
now you
nothing-
just buy bad airsoft guns
now
and
I buy
snakes.
bad airsoft guns. I did my tally yesterday. I have 13 guns, and like 8 of them are built. I'm just, it's
I was
disgusting.
expecting that to be way higher of a number.
Well, because I sell a lot of them on
I
pop
know.
up, and then I get new ones. I have 2 MP7 AEGs that like I'm you're gonna love them.
I finally saw one that was actually functioning, because you can say MP7 AEG, but then the word functioning doesn't usually go with it.
I have a VFC one that actually like it shoots.
That's the one I'm talking about.
It shoots very well.
Usually they don't work.
Really?
Yeah, usually the tappet plate just takes itself and fucking yeets it.
You know what's fucked up about that tappet plate design? So there's an Italian company called FPS Soft Air.
Yep.
Parts are made in Italy. They're prototyping a stainless steel tappet plate for this gun.
Well, didn't Bulgaria already do this?
Is it a
They
proprietary
did
gearbox?
aluminum.
Okay.
If your tappet plate has to be stainless steel, it's not a great design.
No.
So like I remember we could circle back to what we were talking about, but there was when the MP7 first came out, they went from version 1 to version 3 in like under a year, and it was all because of the fucking tap.
I was going to say probably because of the mess up. So this one that I got, apparently it got worked on. It has a MOSFET, brushless motor. It's been shimmed and everything like that. Like it shoots.
Found a tech that wanted
The
to work
only
on it.
down-
KOA works on them.
Okay.
The only downside is it's like 250 FPS, if anything. So it'd be like
You
a
have
nice.
an AEP.
It'd be like a nice
I
little.
feel like you're
sidearm.
okay with that.
Yeah, it'd be a nice sidearm.
You have a shrunk compression system and it's a short barrel. Like if you run it, honestly, use it for SMG class for ops. Like that's
Well, I have
That's the perfect
I
thing.
have the what's the NGRS of the SD6 as well. So I have a worked SD6 NGRS, and I also have the stock boy that I can run, you know, class on.
and that gun is.
That I love them.
I like over that gun all the
When
time.
you 3D printed the
Well, I didn't 3D print that, but
It came
but
with-
the stock NGRS MP5 is just a gorgeous gun. It is so well rounded.
So every winter I take off of Airsoft because I'm a snowboarder. And that's when I do the bulk of my purchases, because I'm like, well, I get like the itch of the fever if I miss Airsoft. So I did buy the SD6 stock. I talked to Anthony about it. And before I went through with trying to get it built, I went back on Hop Up because that's my sin.
Your addiction.
That is my addiction. And somebody was selling one for like $1,200. Eagle 6 was the one that made it. He sent me the YouTube video. Everything looked the same. You know, like there are certain characteristics of the gun that made it look like not a mainstream SD6. So I'm like, fuck it, I'll buy it.
Yeah.
I bought the gun pretty much for the cost of what it would take to build it. And then I told Anthony, like, so the one that I originally bought, I'll just keep it stock so I could do SMG
Yeah,
class.
because the Tokyo Marui MP5 is compliant.
Yeah, it's like fucking 270 FPS. With
Yeah,
a
and it only shoots
.25
like
or-
16 RPS.
Yeah.
It's perfect.
Like it is the SMG limit. Like it just is that rate of fire and FPS out of the box.
Yeah.
And it shoots so impressively far and accurate.
Yes.
I don't agree with that part, but yeah,
For a stock gun that shoots what it shoots, it does.
because I used Ritchie's at AMS and I was frustrated with it.
Really?
Yeah.
So we all just going to gloss over the cocaine dealer?
Oh,
thing?
yeah.
Like, are we
So-
going to gloss over that?
I
like,
can talk about that
waiting.
all
Like-
day. So I
was this okay? Was this back when you were collecting exotic animals?
no, this was afterwards. I started,
So wait.
I
The lineage
started,
there,
I
you
started collecting exotic animals when I became a tattoo artist. When I was a coke dealer, I was collecting jail time.
Oh, okay.
went.
Yeah,
That
right
was
on.
what I was trying to figure out. Was it Coke or alligators first?
It was definitely the coke. Fun fact: I grew up in a super religious household. Both my parents were pastors. Super religious. I'm talking about I could not go to parties. I could not hang out at my friend's house. I could not. Once the sun went down, I had to be home. No sleepovers, no school dances, no nothing. As soon as I left their house, I derailed because it was like everything about the world started hitting me at once, and I didn't have to sneak out. I wanted to get some pussy. So like I there was this one chick, I'll never forget. This was my origin story right here. There was this one chick, I was trying to put the Mac down on her. She wasn't giving me the time of fucking day. This one dude walks in and she is all over him. They go into the back. She comes out. She's kind of like a little tore up, and I'm like, what does this guy have that I don't have? Give me the secret recipe. So, like
He's like,
He had 13 airsoft guns. 8 of them were built.
he had a systema. So
Don't buy that.
I started
He had a
talking.
stock and an upgraded
Exactly.
NGRS MP5.
I started talking to these people. I'm like, yo, who the fuck is this guy? And they're like, oh, he's the drug dealer. That's why
You were
everybody-
like, oh.
I was like, "How? Show me your ways, master." So I got into it. I started selling ecstasy. From ecstasy, went to Molly. From Molly, went to cocaine, and cocaine was just beautiful. It's fucking beautiful.
I don't think I've ever heard someone describe it like that.
And when I say this, people think I'm lying. Like, I smoke weed every day, but I've never tried anything else solely because I saw what it did to other people. I'm like, why the fuck would anybody choose to do this? I'll support it.
I believe that.
I'll support it, but like,
Zulu Outdoor sells Molly. They have Molly chest rigs, plate carriers, Molly pouches.
We're gonna do a real quick, like 1 second cut to me looking at you, going, "Oh fuck."
but yeah, just I don't know.
How sketchy was obtaining the product?
Not sketchy at all.
Really?
Driving it back from the city was sketchy. I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
That was fucking sketchy.
You think it'd be easy to get away with if you just didn't drive a fucking drug dealer car? You know what I mean?
It was a fucking Kia Forte.
Yeah.
It wasn't
Not the sketchy part.
You see a Kia Soul.
You see these police like dash cam, badge cam videos, and like you
no.
look at the car and you're like, no shit, he got pulled over.
No, if he was like, it was a Nissan Rogue, I believe that.
You don't have to go full Gus Fring and have like a fried chicken like chain restaurant, but just don't drive like a fucked up like Honda Civic with busted taillights. Like
sometimes you have to, but then
the car has to at least pass inspection. You know what I mean?
I always had inconspicuous cars. When I'm up to no good, I'm very honest and up forward, so I don't look a certain part for the cops to find me.
Yeah.
It's when I'm not doing anything, I'm like, I don't give a fuck, pull me over. Like, I don't have anything. But like back then, I had like grandma cars that I was driving to the city, or I took the bus, the Trailways. Went from
Public
Kingston
transportation.
to Port Authority. and
What
back.
seems to
That
be
was-
the problem, officer?
Yeah, that shit was so
This is
easy.
Josh's Breaking Bad story.
Yeah, it was only up until like honestly, my girl left me when I was in there, and she was like, you.
Like in prison?
No, this was the last time I went to jail. She told me like, I'm done. I can't keep telling my parents that like.
He's on a trip.
Yeah, I can't keep telling my parents you're going away on like a construction trip with a union, dude. Like I deserve better for myself. You deserve better for yourself. Unfortunately, you don't fucking see it. Like you always like, I want to get out and I want to hang out with my boys. Like, are your boys financing you in here? Are your boys making sure you're okay? Are your boys sending you commissary? No, you get out and they're like, bro, where the fuck have you been? They don't give a fuck about you. They give a fuck about you when it benefits them. They do not care about you. And like, took that moment of realization. I got out and decided to stay out.
So then what did you do from there?
Started tattooing.
Really?
Well, I started selling snakes.
Did you start tattooing?
Right.
Okay, so it wasn't just a you liked snakes, you sold snakes.
I learned my lesson
He's not
with the
selling illegal
drugs.
drugs. He's selling illegal reptiles.
Yeah, it's different.
Exactly.
Different jail time.
Snakes on a plane. Josh put the snakes on the plane.
I always had some sort of like animal reptile fascination. I didn't know how expensive some of these snakes can get.
Did you
can
breed
buy
them?
like you can buy like a $20,000 piebald retic, and if somebody says like, oh, it's like 20, 30,000, nobody's gonna bat an eye at it. They'll be like, all right, well, we'll fucking buy it. I didn't know that there's different morphs that like snake clutches are anywhere from like, depending on the age and the gravidity of the female, anywhere from like 8 to 20 eggs. Some of those eggs are like $2,000 snakes. So you can be sitting on like a $40,000, $50,000 pile just by two snakes procreating.
And is this an illegal trade?
No.
Some of it, no.
Where
there's-
does
Say Dylan actually has a little hand in this.
So,
too.
like,
Where does it become?
It becomes illegal when it comes to venomous animals and also certain type of restrictors. So like,
So your favorite ones?
yes, but like
the ones that can kill you.
Yeah, but
Cobras.
I have red tail boas and other boas that, like I said, that female that I have, she's about like 13 feet long, a couple 100 pounds, fully legal to have. Because that is a certain type of restrictor that is granted okay in New York. In New York, you cannot have Burmese, you can't have retics, you cannot have anacondas. So the quote unquote human killers you're not allowed to have, but I can raise one of my boas to be damn near the same size, not the same exact size, but it can take out a human or a small child or a dog or a cat or something like that. It's just New York has certain weird rules where like the overly big snakes go in, like if you if you want to categorize it, they go in like subclasses. So there's some snakes that are like 5 feet and under, some that are like 15 to 10 feet. And then you have the retics, the boas, the Burmese. They can grow to be like 20 feet long, hundreds of pounds. They're the ones that like, they'll eat a cow and they won't have to eat for the rest of the year because they'll
eat a cow.
A whole cow. They eat
It takes
cows.
a year to eat a whole cow.
They eat cows. They eat crocodiles. They eat alligators.
So the Everglades.
Now,
Yes, exactly.
Is the
Everglades.
snake allowed to have more scary features if it has a fixed magazine?
No, I don't. The rules of nature, they don't.
Like if it has an attachable magazine
No.
and it can't have a
It
foregrip.
has a detachable jaw.
Snakes are concealed carry.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, you can't.
You got that bird eater will jump like 5 feet to
Oh
your
my
target
God,
from
that-
here to the
you know,
camera. You'd be
that-
like, go!
So after prison, you were selling reptiles, and now the tattoo. What are the
Jesus Christ.
This is
Yes, right.
is Josh's Breaking Bad
This is
story.
like the R. Kelly
then
interview.
where do
You're
they-
like, after you pissed on that 14-year-old, you started making R&B music.
Where did the tattooing start? Because you have a really successful tattoo business right now. We've
Tattooing's-
talked a lot about it.
Tattooing started because I lost a bet and I had to tattoo myself. And from there, my mentor at the time, we
What
made
was
a.
the tattoo?
It was a cross on my leg.
Okay. I was expecting something way more ridiculous.
So we were really drunk and we went to, we had a party at his house because he was a party type of guy. I was on house arrest, so I started working there to get off of house arrest because I didn't have a job back then. As soon as I got released from jail, I got put on probation. The probation officer was already tired of my shit before she even saw me. So she's like, as soon as you get out of jail, you're going on house arrest. I talked to my mentor or my buddy at the time. He was like, you don't have a job. Tell them you work for me. That way you can get out of the house. Just don't do anything. Like you can chill out here. One thing led to another. We went to his house with a bunch of people. We had a party. He is a very functioning alcoholic and he loves firearms. He lives in Kerhonkson, so he has like targets in the back. I'm tore the fuck up. Should not touch a firearm at all. I shouldn't have touched a firearm in general, but especially under, the influence. So he said pretty much like, if I do better on this target, you have to tattoo yourself tomorrow. If you do better on this target, which probably you won't, I'll never talk to you about it again. So long story short, tattooed myself the next day. He told me there's a lot of money to be made. So he took a picture of me. He said, this is what happens when you work for X, Y, and Z and you lose a bet. The tattoo took me like an hour and a half to do. It's horrible on my leg. I'm never going to cover it though, but by that hour and a half, my Facebook was flooded. People out the fucking wazoo adding me, commenting on the photo, shooting me a message on Facebook saying like, bro, practice on me. I'll be your little guinea pig. And he told me, he said, dude, you know how to hustle, obviously. Let's not beat around the bush. Do you want to hustle for something that could potentially get you killed or locked away for a very long time? Or do you want to hustle something honest and make a living out of it? And I treated it as like bullshit for a minute. I'm like, yeah, that's cool. I'm an apprentice. It was only up until I had people in the shop telling me I will never make it. They're like, dude, all you're destined for is jail. That's it. Just stop while you're ahead. Like
Josh, don't buy this gun.
Exactly.
Don't
So
become a tattoo
at
artist.
that point, I was like, watch me. The same thing with the tattoo shop. I was working in Poughkeepsie with somebody and we were just shooting the breeze one day. It was like a slow day. My secondary mentor, I moved from my original mentor, went to another one. I was working there. We're shooting the breeze one day. And he's like, well, what's your plan? What's your like 5-year, 10-year plan? I'm like, honestly, I want to own a shop fairly soon. And his client laughed and was like, are you fucking serious? You think you have what it takes to own a shop? It'll go under. And I was like, watch me.
Bet.
Yeah. When you tell me no in life, I show you how it can be done. It's just at what cost that it costs me to show you, because there's a lot of any business owner knows there's a lot of trial and error. There's a lot of things that you could try and you'd be like, wow, that was a fucking waste of time. Or you can try and be like, what, that wasn't that bad. Let's try it again.
And what year was this when you I guess started your shop? You got your own
Oh,
spot.
I started my shop in 2020.
Really?
Perfect timing.
The stimmy checks funded it, didn't
No,
it?
I didn't
People
get
weren't-
any. I didn't get
No,
any.
but I
of
mean,
that.
like people spending their stimulus checks on tattoos and stuff like that.
Yeah. So honestly, as soon as tattooing took a hit, we were out of work for about 3 or 4 months. We had to do the whole shop and barber and salon rule where like if the barber shops and salons weren't open, inherently tattoo shops weren't open. As soon as tattooing was allowed again, I think I hit like $20,000 or $30,000 in the first month of being back.
Holy crap!
Yeah, and that funded everything. Like I bought a Harley, I bought a Mazda.
Now, is
I
that
started
from
buying a
you, is
house.
that from you doing tattoos, or did you have people under you?
That was me. I worked at Inc. at the time in Kingston. I was just, I was a private contractor for Inc. So that 20 or 30,000 was what I was taking home, not what I was giving him.
right.
That's me getting all of that money because everybody got stir crazy, man. Even during COVID, I don't give a fuck. I was tattooing during COVID, and I wanted to stop. But it got to a point like when all the places shut down, like the propaganda and the hysteria started hitting, and the boat drove into the New York City harbor that was used to like, freeze dead people and shit like that because they were expecting that. I got scared and I was immobile for a hot minute. I was not leaving the house. I mean, maybe like to ride my motorcycle around or something like that. I wasn't seeing people. But then the money started running dry. The government wasn't giving me a check. And it got to the point where these people are like, we are begging to get the fuck out of this house. Name your price. So it was like, I'll never forget. It was like a $200 tattoo. And I quoted this woman $600. And she was like, perfect. I'll be there in a half hour. And I was like, all right. So we started talking and she was like, dude, anybody's going to pay any amount of money because A, 9 times out of 10, they're getting a stimulus check. B, if they have a child, they're getting an extra couple $100s a week just because of that. Multiply that by how many kids. C, stimulus checks. D, we don't want to be cooped up in the house anymore with our husbands or our wives or our kids. We need a way to get the fuck out. So start naming your price. And that's how it started. Like it was kind of like a speakeasy thing. And I was just charging people out the ass. $500 tattoos were $2,000 and people were paying it left and right. Sure. Where are we meeting? When can we do this?
Yeah.
And then as soon as tattooing was legal again to do in a legal fashion, people are coming out of the fucking woodwork, man.
So was your schedule like just you were tattooing all day every day?
It was hell. It was hell, but it was a beautiful hell.
Like 20 to 30,000, that's crazy figures.
Yeah.
Because like, it takes you time to do tattoos. It's very much like building an airsoft gun.
Yeah.
Like, and if it's just you doing it, you can't tattoo 5 people at the same time.
Yeah,
It's got to be one by one. So
I generally like to book at least 2 tattoos a day. I'm not going to say how much those tattoos are because I don't want the IRS, somebody watching this shit. But I make decent money as is. As soon as COVID hit, it was like balls to the fucking wall. I was making so much money, I didn't even know what to do with it half the time. I gave my money to charity once. Do you know? That was the only time I gave my money to charity. I went straight into a church and I gave it to like some like feed the neighborhood or something like that. I don't give a fuck about the neighborhood anymore, but I had so much money back then. I'm like, yeah, I'm going to donate a chunk of change to charity.
Could have diversified the portfolio and put it in stocks, but
Yeah,
not charity.
I've seen like pictures of your tattoo shop and it looks like really nice.
Yeah.
Could have set up an IRA.
Usually when I see a picture of your tattoo shop, it's you in the shop in full kit with a gearbox open.
Yep.
Because that's just like, it's the man cave.
Do you know how many times I have had like shit opened up and like the cops come in, especially like the sheriffs and everybody, because like I'm really cool with law enforcement around me. So they'll show up and I have like a fucking upper and a lower just sitting right there and I look up at them. I have the saltwater tank in the shop. One time I had a cup of salt, but it, sometimes, and I turned the corner and there was like this Saugerties police officer sitting right there. And I had no idea who he was. And I'm very autistic. So I'm like, I promise this is not cocaine. He was like, all right. Like I just came to talk, but no, that's the thing with like my aesthetic. I wanted my aesthetic to stand out. So in order to be different, you have to essentially be and look different. There's plenty of tattoo shops around. They all have the same thing, kind of like a little dingy-esque look or kind of like a boutique style looking thing. I wanted mine to have like kind of like an art museum-esque sort of appeal about it, plus like all the Roman armor that is sitting, you know, by my big ass TV. I wanted different elements involved in my appearance than other people. Like I just wanted to stand out more.
Yeah.
You're in Saugerties?
Yeah.
What part of Saugerties?
Berkeley Heights.
Oh shit!
Like
Really?
right on 9W. Do you know where Knights of Columbus is?
Yeah.
I'm like a quarter of a mile down the road from there.
Yeah, I went to high school in Saugerties.
No shit.
I
you
graduated
did?
from
No
Saugerties.
shit.
What's the name of your tattoo shop?
Swan Song Tattoo
Swan
Company.
Song. That's right. Yeah. You know, every time
seen it, yeah.
The
every
Song
time
of
you
Death.
call me, your caller ID is Swan Song.
Yeah, I know.
Isn't Locks of Bagels over there too?
Yeah, Lots of Bagels is
It's a little bit further down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, if you're looking at Knights of Columbus, I'm like maybe a quarter of a mile before you hit that S turn by them.
You have tattoo artists working under you now.
Yes.
Now, a lot of where you're at right now, you attribute to this gentleman you met that's like, look, clean your life up.
Yeah.
Do you meet people that are in similar situations that like you were in?
Do you want me to tell you the truth?
Yeah.
Absolutely not.
I see you just said you want me to
Just
tell you.
because somebody else has a savior complex does not mean that I do.
Yeah.
I do employ people, but like even with my kids, I put my parents through fucking hell. I rocked their reality. They thought I was sleeping upstairs. I was sneaking around with the girl next door. You know, like I did things, but that doesn't mean that I'm going to tolerate other people doing it. My kids will not give me the same upbringing that I gave my parents. I'd be damned if I had somebody in my shop that had the mentality that I did. Paul was very forgiving. I am not.
Yeah.
You have one fuck up with me and then you're gone. Like I run a very tight, very well-oiled machine. What you're not going to do is come in and throw a wrench in that because it's going to go very bad. You cannot talk to HR. You cannot form a complaint. My complaint is the trash can. That's it. Like I do not play around with business. Like friendly Josh, he's cool as fuck. He's very forgiving, very cool, very, very laid back. Business Josh is a whole different entity. If somebody wants to learn to tattoo, I have no problem with that, but you are not going to have a certain type of demeanor about you. You know, like if you're not humble, if you expect me to do stuff for you because you paid me for an apprenticeship, you're going to get the fuck out. If you're not going to haul ass, if I have to tell you to do things multiple times, like, hey, draw this, why are you not drawing this, why are you not doing this, why are you not posting this, why are you not putting your name out there? What do you think, clients are just going to come in because like they saw your card? No, you have to momentum this, momentum that. Why are you not sharpening your trade? Why are you not drawing on your downtime? Why do I have to look at you inside my shop while I am busting my ass tattooing, making flash, marketing, trying to get people in, and you're just sitting around watching TV? Why the fuck do I have you here? That is a fatal flaw of mine. I look at everybody as a liability or an asset. If I have to take a second to wonder what you are a liability. You are not an asset unless I look at you and I'm like, I like this person.
Yeah,
But that's like business, Josh. Friend Josh, you don't give a fuck. You could be a liability, asset, homeless, rich. You don't give a fuck. But once the business version comes in, that's what I look at people as: dollar signs, liability, and asset.
Well, it is a business. Like,
Yeah.
if you have somebody taking up space in there, using your resources,
I don't
they're
think that makes you an asshole at all, actually.
yeah, it's literally you're just
sometimes people are like, you're very cold-hearted. I'm like, you got to be in business. You can't.
The proper word I would think is cutthroat.
Yeah. All right.
See that house right there?
Yeah.
I live there.
No shit.
Yeah. This
Get the fuck out of here.
yeah, this is a cemetery right here.
Yeah.
There's like the old cemetery and the new cemetery.
Yeah.
My cousin and I used to go in there and take pictures. Like we caught pictures of ghosts in there. And then if you go,
Oh, that's unsettling.
yeah,
Hey, it's fine.
these woods.
Don't worry about that.
These woods back here was like a ravine. We played paintball back there,
No
like all the time.
shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy?
You grew up right down the road.
Yeah.
That's
well,
what's up.
I didn't move up here till I was 15. But yeah, my aunt lived there. The lady next to her was a teacher. I can't remember her name at this point. But like all the kids on this block, this cul-de-sac here,
Yeah.
like one summer we all bought laser tag shit. And so the entirety of this like street,
Yeah.
everybody's running up and down the street
Yeah.
like zoom, zoom, zoom.
That's one thing
That shit's
about
like
Saugerties, because I
it's
grew
right
up,
around the corner.
I grew up in Saugerties as well, and it was like a very close community.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you couldn't get away with shit. You guys had to move as a unit because if one person snitched all out, all your families would know by the end of the day.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Did you? So you lived there before hits came in?
Yes.
Yeah. So going
I
to high
moved
school.
there in 95. Going to high school when hits was there was fucking disgusting, especially once like
What's
the Great
Hits?
Thaw hit.
Hits is it's this thing called Horses in the Sun. So these extremely wealthy people bought some land pretty close, like in Saugerties, right? Like pretty
Yeah,
close.
like right
It's
next to the high school, honestly.
Yeah, kind of,
Yeah.
right? And so it's this like show horse thing. It's a bunch of rich people. Like a horse.
Times.
Like a horse could be like 250 grand. The semen from that horse is $50,000. You know what I mean? Like these. So it brought in that type of fucking thing.
Wait. Anthony might not know this.
Insert Glock joke.
Okay, no,
Yeah,
he did.
okay.
Oh yeah, Glock. Yes, Glock.
So once hits moved in, like all of a sudden, like the parking lots that we used to just use now you have to have a fucking like parking pass, and then all of a sudden, dude, fucking parking meters got put up like all on Main Street. I lived on after I got out of the military. I lived right on Main Street.
No shit.
Yeah, right above the realty office, right there at the corner at the main intersection. I can't remember what it was.
Oh, on Partition Street.
Yeah. And when I looked at the apartment, I was like, "What the fuck? Why are there meters here?" I live in this apartment. I can't park here at night. No, so I had to like illegally park at the M&T Bank or the Chase Bank. Dude, my cousin's car got towed one time.
Really?
It's great. But yeah, these hoity-toity people moved in, and all of a sudden the town of Saugerties was like, "Let's make some money."
That's fucked.
Yeah,
But
it's
at
super
the same
fucked.
time, like as a business owner, I appreciate them because I can throw any price out there at them, and they're like,
They don't care.
"All right."
Yeah.
I can always smell it on them because either A, during hit season, they come in like their fucking horse get up,
Yeah.
or they always drive a Tesla or something nice. I had a Rolls Royce pull in a couple months ago, and I was like,
You were like,
yeah, come right in, boy, yeah.
You roll out
not
a red
like-
carpet for 'em?
Yeah, exactly. Say, welcome. How are you? I'll hold the door.
No,
for
no.
you.
I do this for everybody. I do this for everybody.
Exactly. I think my junior or senior year is when, maybe sophomore, anywhere from 10th to 12th grade. I don't fucking remember, but that's when hits first came to be. And it was like the overwhelming stench after the Great Thaw of like nothing but horse shit in the air was fucking disgusting.
I am thankful that I didn't. I graduated 2001,
Yeah.
so I wasn't around for that. But when I came back, I was just like, "What the fuck happened to this tiny little sleepy town that was like cool as shit?" You go to what's the hot dog place around the corner?
Dallas
Hot Wieners.
Yes.
You know, you go there and
Yeah.
Wait, is it actually called that?
Dallas Hot Wieners.
it's been there
Have
for
you ever been there?
No.
You gotta go.
yeah. It's
you
not,
gotta go.
Yeah, funny name, but like
That's why I was.
I think
Anthony
they-
smirked and looked right at me. I'm like, he just said everything. He just said
Texas.
yeah. No, that's been there for a long time.
Yeah, they have
And,
three of them now. There's one in
One in Kingston.
Saugerties, Kingston, and I think they have one in Albany now too.
Really?
I
Which
Which
think
one's
so.
the original one?
The one-
Saugerties.
Yeah,
All right, so that's the one you
Saugerties.
got to go.
Yeah, that's the one you gotta go to.
It's so good.
Road trip.
And then right down the road is Seaman Park.
Yeah.
Yeah, Seaman Park.
I'm sorry. The jokes write themselves.
Yeah, and where do you go? And you go to Seaman Park for your
Pollination event.
no.
They have a flower event there. Where
They
it's
do.
Like,
Shut the
yes.
fuck up.
No,
I
but
swear to God.
no,
The mayor of Saugerties, his name is Dick Wiener.
no, but you go there to take your prom pictures.
Yes, they have a
go to
nice
Seaman Park.
waterfall there. I mean, water fountain.
These jokes, they write
I know.
themselves.
No, it's spelled Seamon, but
Yeah,
it's
like-
still Seaman.
Yeah.
I'll never forget
That's like
that.
the fucking
It's a guy's last name, okay?
I was at Key Club, or I was
Seymour
working
Buzz.
at Key Club for my junior year, and they were like, there's a flower festival that you can sign up for, and I'm like, yeah, where is it? And the teacher was like, Seaman Park, and I said, where did
You
you
said
get?
wiener.
Yeah.
There's the garlic festival's there.
Oh my God,
at
that's
Cantine Field.
But see, the garlic festival is starting to kind of get a little overpopulated now.
You think so?
Yeah, there was
Is it because you could smell it?
no. So back, I mean,
Nice try. I see where you're going.
I'm
Nice
gonna
try.
sound old, but back in my day, when I was doing Key Club and shit like that,
Shit.
like the Garlic Festival was more for like the Tri-County area. Like people
Yeah.
from people from like the neighboring counties and in Ulster County would come. Now it's people from fucking all over the place. Like even driving through Saugerties, it's always
So you're
the
upset
last
that
weekend of September.
So you're upset that it's an event that stimulates the local economy by bringing people in from out of town to help fund.
Yeah, but Saugerties wasn't built for that type of traffic.
I'm just being a dick.
No.
I'm just being a dick.
But then the other one, the wing, there's like a wing
The Wing
fest.
Fest that's in
yeah.
Poughkeepsie, right?
No, it's in Saugerties,
It
Cantine
is?
Field. Yeah.
No shit.
Well, there's,
yeah.
there's two. I know which one he's talking about because somehow signs for both. of
There's-
them.
Wing
it's
fling.
in the Civic Center, the one that I'm talking
Yeah,
about.
that's
Yeah.
Hudson
think it's-
Valley Wing Fest.
I think it's the wing fling.
And then there's, I
Yeah.
believe it's Wing Fling because somehow signs for both of these events end up in New Windsor.
No
Yeah.
shit.
Oh, yeah, always there's one corner in New Windsor where there's always fucking signs like that.
Yeah,
shit out.
Cantine Field is very popular. For
It
that type of
is.
Shit. It's a good spot for it. It's also a spot. So when I was in high school, this is Saugerties High School, right? It was very homogenous.
Yes.
And but there there was this group of kids, and they were like the Red Hat Gang. This was also back in the day of Limp Bizkit. Mm-hmm. And they were the Red Hat Gang. There was like 3 of them, and they would hang out at Cantine Field and like with their red hats and like, oh, don't go over there. It's the Los Rojos fucking hat gang or whatever the fuck.
Right.
Dude, these are the whitest kids you know. You know what I mean? Like, and so if you're gonna fight somebody or whatever, you go over to Cantine Field. You know, it's like right across the street. But nobody ever fought. Everybody just fought.
It was like
in the
pushing
How
lunchroom.
big
back
was your
then.
graduating class?
Huh?
How big was your graduating class?
Just under 300.
I was getting ready to say, I was
tiny school,
at
tiny school.
like 350, somewhere around
Yeah.
there.
Okay, yeah, it's tiny.
So
Yeah.
there was this group of friends, right? They were, I don't know, they didn't, there was just a big group of friends, probably like 15 dudes, right? And jokingly, they just called themselves the Crew. It was just as lame. It was just as lame as you think it is, right? Like, I was not part of the Crew because it was stupid.
Did they push their glasses up with their middle finger before they talked?
No.
to you?
These were like jocks, and like this was a respectable group of people. Actually, a lot of them became lawyers and shit and whatever. But back then it was just as cringy as you think.
Yeah.
They're like, well, looks like it's the dweeb.
Yeah.
As they approach their
But dude, they made
Boys.
quick West Side Story.
I think in our senior or in our class photo, they all had shirts. That was like the Crew. Anyway, sect of the Bloods or the Crips in Kingston caught wind. Like, oh, there's this
Oh, I wouldn't doubt it.
there's this gang. So dude,
Kingston, very different.
yes, dude, they came
Newburgh Part 2.
kind of, yeah. They came to the school like after hours or whatever, tagged everything up and like broke shit and whatever the fuck. And it was like they knew their names. So they were writing their names on the wall like you're fucking dead. And we're just like, you guys are just a bullshit group of people.
Yeah.
They mean business. Maybe you should cool the fuck out with this shit.
You ever see that scene from Straight Outta Compton when the kid's throwing gang signs at the guy in the it's like a Lincoln Town car. He pulls over, cuts the bus off. He walks on the bus. He's like, "You don't know nothing about this life. Keep it up. You're gonna die young. Keep your head in those books. Quit gangbanging."
That was kind of the gist of a lot of the spray painting.
Yeah.
Did you ever have like a JC Field era at the skate park or the dirt jumps in the back?
No.
That's what made me a man. I'll tell you, I saw my first pair of titties behind that skate park. The tender age of 11, boy.
I remember when they put the skate at JC Field. That was the one down the road, right? Over by the go-kart place.
No, JC Field was behind McDonald's in Berkeley Heights. There's like when you go, if you looked at the McDonald's, it's run down now, but there's like a road. And if you went all the way down that road and turned right, it was like people played baseball there. There was a small basketball court, a swing set.
My high school girlfriend lived in Berkeley Heights. And that was like the back way. Yeah.
All the way to the left of that in the early 2000s. I think it was like 2002, 2003. They had a skate park that they put down there. But behind the skate park was like these massive dirt jumps. That's how I saw some titties. I was like 11. I was 11, scared out of my fucking mind to do anything because these dirt jumps, like I personally, and I was not a tall kid. I'm not a tall guy now. So like when I was like 11, I can walk in between the jumps, and the jumps were taller than me.
Shit.
Like they were ridiculous. And I was never able, like I was just scared shitless. And we had, some females there and they were like, yo, Josh, hit that jump. I'm like, that thing's the size of me, dude. I'm not fucking doing that. They're like, come on, don't be a pussy. If you're going to be back here, you got to do something. It's like the older, like the 15, 16-year-olds taunting us. And there were, girls that used to hang out there. Their chance they were up to no good or they wanted to hang out. And this one dude was like, she'll show you her tits if you do the jump. And I was like,
wait, bet?
No, it was a Huffy Mountain bike with the shock suspension on the back.
You hear the clicks because he's switching gears. Click, 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 click.
He walks to the back tire and pulls the card out of the spokes. Like
I tell you, I hit that jump though. I did not clear that jump, but that jump was hit on. And yeah, that was a good day that day.
as you're bleeding out of the ground, you're like, nice.
Yeah, I was all fucked up. I had gravel in my arm and everything. I had the metal bear claw pedals, so like I had pedal bite on my shit. I was tore the fuck up. It looked like I just left Normandy. My parents were like, "How was your day?" I'm like, "Limpy coming in." I'm like, "It was the best day ever." Like,
beautiful, Mom. It was beautiful.
Best day ever. God.
It winked back at me.
I had my first Smirnoff Ice back there. Smoked my first cigarette. Took my first hit of weed. I thought I was gonna die. Why did this change?
I'm dying.
Anybody else
Help
here?
me.
Why did this sound more condensed all of a sudden? Boop, boop, boop.
Okay.
Someone posted the grenade incident from yesterday.
Saw that.
Want to see it?
My grenade?
Wait, what?
You probably saw it. That grenade stuck to that kid and blew up. It broke on his face, and then the little charge stuck in his plate carrier.
Oh shit.
Oh god. Oh god.
He took it like a champ, though.
Yeah, he did. It burned a hole.
I was
in his
right
shirt.
behind him when it happened. It broke on his face, and then I was like, "Oh, it didn't go off." And then
What?
It was an
EG.
EG67.
It was the EG.
okay.
But it went off perfectly, like right here. So there's just like a burn.
Damn.
It went straight through his shirt.
All up in a cloud of smoke.
Oh. Oh, dude, that looks violent.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah, it hits him, it breaks, and then just.
Holy shit.
That's pretty funny.
It's funny. The kid backhanded it too. He had no idea that he was there.
No
It's
idea.
like backhanded it around. I want to watch it again.
Roll that beautiful beat.
He's like trying to get it out.
Yeah.
Oh man, is he okay?
Yeah,
he's fine.
I was right there. I was ready for
He
whatever
came and
happened.
hung out in the shop for like an hour after that because he was like, I'm done playing.
He had like a burn mark
Understandable.
on his.
Oh man.
It went in between his plate carrier and his chest. It was just like just the core. It was just hanging out there.
Call side sin.
That stuff happens sometimes.
Oh yeah, shit happens. Hey, you played AMS when we were here, right?
Yeah.
How'd you like it?
I'm the wrong person to ask that because I love playing Airsoft no matter what.
You're the right person to ask that.
All right, good. We got our shit pushed in. Absolutely.
For context, Josh was on Tan Team.
Yeah, 1,000 fucking percent. We got fucking annihilated. But all right, so I don't want to be too long-winded when it comes to this. The main issue that we have when we start losing, no matter what team I'm on, and it's kind of like a generalized oversight of everything when our team, no matter what, starts losing, whether it's open play, whether it's an op, what the fuck ever it is. We all want to get the objectives. We all want to do things. We cannot do that when we are splitting off into 3 or 4 man teams and the whole entirety of the opposing fucking team is spearheading us. Doesn't work that way. It's never worked that way in any fucking war, to my knowledge, at least. You have the what team was the opposing team? Green?
Yeah.
You have the entirety of green steamrolling us. And everybody, either they go back to respawn and they just chill there and don't do anything, or they're like, fuck it, we're going to go this way. Other people are going to go this way. When you scatter, you don't accomplish anything.
Yeah.
Because they're pushing us all the way back to respawn instead of saying like, and it got to the point of, I was yelling at people. I'm not a yeller. I don't do that. I'm like, listen, do whatever the fuck you want to do. But it got to the point where like me and Andy and Will were like, they're at our respawn. Just fucking push. If we die, you got to walk 20 feet and then you're there. Like, don't sit in respawn doing nothing because nothing is going to get done. Or you have the certain people that like, they just go off and branch off and you see like 2 people down in the fucking Newtown. And I'm like, what are you doing? Like, the conflict is up here. If we don't get them out of this area, then that's going to be how the game is. Andy was telling people to push. All of a sudden, you see Will out of nowhere, like the Flash. He's behind the front lines of the enemy. I don't know how the fuck he got there. Andy's like, push, everybody push. Will sprints off, and Andy's like, no, not you, Will. But
except for you, you stay.
It's just like, I get it. You're paying a shit ton of money to be here, or regardless of however much money you spend. So to certain people, when you start losing and not getting objectives, it's disheartening to certain people. Listen, I'm here to play. I don't give a fuck if we get stomped out or if we're victors. I'm here for the memes and I'm here for the experience. So it doesn't fucking bother me. But to other people, like, they wanted to walk off. They didn't want to be here anymore. Plenty of like teams just packed up and left. They're like, this is bullshit, dude. It's still the same game whether you're winning or losing.
It doesn't matter where on the field you are. It's going to be the same game.
Exactly. It doesn't fucking matter.
Is wild.
Well,
I said rage quitting Airsoft.
Yeah. Me and Andy saw a whole bunch of them. There was like a fucking 8-man team that just packed up and just left like midway through the day because they're like, we can't get out of fucking respawn. They have us push. Gee, I wonder why. Because it's people like you that aren't doing a fucking thing. Like,
and think about the redemption story too. Like, what if they actually did push you back to your respawn? You consolidated your forces and it took an hour, but you guys beat them back. Like, that's going to be far more satisfying than just being like, there's nothing we can do. Really?
It all goes back to, like I said, certain people think they're fucking John Wick and they find out very fast that mentality does not go well. And then like part of me wants to understand, like, yes, you paid, what was it, $250, something like that to be there. So yes, it sucks when you start losing, but
it sucks when there's a challenge.
Yeah, but like when somebody's putting you to the test, don't just fucking run away or just sit there and be like, we're not doing this.
No. I paid $250 so at the end of the game, I can feel like I was a Navy SEAL.
Oh,
I don't want to work for it.
Yes.
I just want,
Well,
take the Instagram picture.
Team was not working for it. I promise you that. They were sitting there the whole time. But then like the next day, I guess Green had a false start by a couple minutes. So the next day they told us like, Tan team, you got like 3 to 5 minutes to start before everybody else. So we flooded CQB and we held CQB for a hot minute. But then the same thing happened. They started picking us off one by one. We got pushed back to our spawn, and it was like the same thing. When we got a little bit of ground, everybody was gung-ho up until we started losing that ground. And then they're like, this isn't fun for us anymore.
It's only fun when I'm winning.
Yeah, like I don't. And I tell people that all the time, like the prison games that we've played, MSATO, Iron Horse, everything like that. I can see why other people didn't enjoy themselves, but I'm not here to win or lose. That's just a benefit. I'm here with friends. I'm here to hang out. I'm here to play in a style that I normally don't play in. I'm here to play against people that I normally wouldn't play at a different skill set. Like, winning or losing is the least of my fucking worries. I'm just there to shoot, guys. Like, there's certain people, I'm not going to name them, but certain people that like, if they lose, they get real fucking butthurt. And I'm like, why are we getting mad at spicy Orbeez games, dude? Like, it's fucking it's glorified Nerf. Like, no matter if you get mad, you're still in the wrong, man. Like, just have fun, play a little bit. You'll be all right.
So Smiggy.
I didn't say it. I did not say that. But yeah, like certain people, they just get fucking mad because they think that they're Rambo or we're the fucking Avengers, and we get steamrolled by, once again, a kid with a JBL speaker and a bunch of rentals that we can't fucking see. And like, I'm cool with it. I'm like, good shot, guys. You guys got it, man. But like certain people, they can't take that because they're like, oh, we got all the cry gear and all this and all that, and our guns are built, and you're still going to get clapped and slapped up by a kid with a rental or a low level gun in a good angle at a good spot.
It's hard to live up to a persona.
Yeah, like
but here's the thing: like if you're constantly playing and you're getting to the point where you just never lose,
it gets boring.
You're not getting better.
No,
you're shopping at the supermarket.
Yeah, you're not getting any better. You got to be challenged, right? And whether that's pushing it back, pushing out of your own spawn, or legitimately playing against players who I don't know, might be better than you.
Yeah.
Like you're not going to get better by playing against the same people every time,
Mm-hmm.
or leaving the field as soon as it gets hard. Like,
Yeah.
oh, I didn't pay for this. I want to be a Navy SEAL, but I don't want to sweat.
That's
You know what
why
I mean?
a
Like,
lot of people
I don't want to do that.
A lot of people were saying like, and once again, I'm not going to name names, but certain people are like, why are you spending $200 to play at fucking Zulu? And I'm
That's
like,
a valid. It's a valid.
It's a valid one.
That's a valid. Like to somebody who plays here every weekend, that's a valid criticism, right?
but at the same time, I'm not playing to play at Zulu. I love Zulu. I love Zulu. I genuinely do.
Your airsoft experience is more than just the AO.
Yeah, I'm paying that money because I am playing against a certain skill set that I probably will not see here until next year.
True.
Zulu is amazing. I love it. I come here every weekend, but there's yes, I'll keep hitting the glizzy on this one. But
Socrates.
there is a different skill set that comes with ops like this that I cannot get. Maybe the closest I'll get is like a anniversary game or something like that, or like just a normal op.
or
I
if
will.
you came on a Milsim day.
Yeah, or if I
you been
came
to a
on a
Milsim
Milsim day. I have not been to a Milsim day yet. But like I like playing, man. I don't give a fuck where the AO is. It does not bother me.
Well, and definitely in the case of AMS, it definitely brings out new players,
Yeah.
new teams, people that follow AMS all the way around, the country and shit.
Yeah.
So you're definitely going to get a different skill ceiling.
Yeah.
And a completely different player base. And like I've said before, you also get the opportunity to play on the same field that you play on every weekend,
Home field advantage.
but run completely differently. Because again, AMS doesn't do the same flag points that we do. So all of a sudden you're like, why the fuck is there a flag on the hill in between CQB and the mosque? You get to see how the game flows when the flag points are completely different than what we're used to. So yes, you are paying $200 to play Zulu, but it's a completely different game than what you normally get.
But if you think about it, how much frivolous money do we fucking spend in this?
How much money do
I
most
don't
people
wanna
spend
know.
on pyro?
Exactly. Like, that's fucking nothing, man. $200. That was the cost of my Quake grenade that I don't even use anymore. We're not even going to talk about how much money I gave to Antac Airsoft. Hi, Anthony. Now he's back.
I'm trying to see if there's a.
Yeah, you're trying to find a normie topic. There's 3 of them on Spotify, but we're also 3 hours in. I probably would say, hey, we should skip it for this episode.
Anthony, you know what time it is? It's Normie.
Good, this one's going to be fast and you're going to hate it. It's
What do you have for us today?
I'm scared.
going to be fast and you're going to hate it.
Oh.
Same person. They gave all 3 of them. Is it normie to use your dad's military gear or medals on your kit?
Ooh.
Sub
Hard.
normie topic. Shut the
normie.
fuck up for a minute. Sub normie topic that goes with the same one from him in the same comment. Is it normie to wear your combat shirt or combat pants to school?
Oh, fuck. Those are good.
Normie.
Why's that one blinking?
Because that's the
Mayday.
It's still going.
yeah. It goes until I press it again. to
Oh,
stop.
shit.
Yeah. It always blinks. You just never notice.
Oh. Yeah. Okay. Medals. Okay. Wait.
There's a lot here.
Wait.
There's a lot. There's layers.
I have medals.
Yeah, but they're not your dad's.
Oh, true.
He specifically said your dad's.
It's like a
gear
Cameron
medals.
Warrior stuff.
Yeah.
That's fucking normie shit. Yeah, that might be epitome of normie. But what if it's from your airsoft team and you earn those medals via
Your
airsoft?
That's normie
Medals.
too. That's like
Your dad's normie.
started an
Your dad's
airsoft team.
airsoft medals.
went the Boy Scout route.
Look, I'm sorry. We've
You
covered
shot
this.
10,000
We've
BBs.
covered
Here's
this
your
in like detail before. You can have an airsoft team. You can be super serious about your airsoft team. You guys can have a promotion ceremony in the parking lot. Once you hit about right there, that's when I start calling you cringe. Maybe not normie. I'm just calling that cringe.
I mean,
Your dad's medal.
That if your airsoft team has fucking medals,
Fuck
that's,
yeah.
that's
I'm in.
cringe.
How can I join?
In the same way that I always find a way to bring it back to MSW. MSW has started doing the fucking, you get a special patch that's a different color based on how many MSW games you've been to. And I literally call it the virginity patch. Like, no, that's cringe too.
No. This is what we're going to do. Okay, so for Milsim Day, at the end of Milsim Day, you and Dylan have to choose who gets the Medal of Valor, the Zulu Medal of Valor.
Oh my gosh.
And we're going to have a ceremony like, to those who see these proceedings, greetings.
I will immediately pass that off to Brian and say, Brian, shit runs downhill. You're
No way. I will do it. I will stand as the commandant. Be like, attach.
Viewers of the podcast, if you have a bugle
and
or a
like
trumpet,
that, Milsim Day is done.
No.
if you have a bugle or a trumpet and you're watching,
Yes!
and you're going to be at Milsim
Wait,
Day,
didn't we have someone with
Bring
a
it.
bugle
Somebody brought a bagpipe.
No,
No,
that
someone
was a
had a
different
bugle
game.
and also-
No. He had one of the fucking like honky horns.
I can make a trumpet sound
No,
with my
I swear
mouth. if
someone
that
had
works.
like the old classic bugle with the little loop.
Yes. That through the microphone.
I hate all of it.
No.
It's so
Oh
cringe.
yeah, dude, the Zulu Medal of Valor. Like you have to choose like your MVP, can't be commanders, right? And then we do a formation, and everybody has to stand at attention, and we have this long thing that we read about the valor.
This is the most lion claws thing you've ever come up with.
Have you ever seen
fucking love
a
it. This goes into the same
Jedi anointing ceremony?
This goes into the same category as fucking motivational speeches. I'd go to war with any of you. Are you fucking kidding me right now?
I know, that's why I love it. It's so cringy, dude.
In a moment where most would run away from the BB fire, this gentleman ran towards it.
Like, we already have a hard enough problem with people outside the airsoft community looking and going, that's fucking weird. Why do people do that?
Who cares about the people outside the airsoft community?
They're potential airsoft.
I think it's way less normie to make your own medals than to take your dad's medals and wear that.
That's fair. It's less normie to make your own airsoft medals, but it's cringe as fuck.
That's like me being like, your uniform's wrong. My dad served in the and yeah.
Oh,
That's fantastic. Yeah. Bringing your dad's there. First off, don't like he earned those.
So I will
don't
say,
lose them.
I will say, if it's just your dad's gear, like let's say, prime example, you probably have some Marpat or something left over.
Sure, yeah.
Just wearing the camo stuff, like if Cameron wanted to play airsoft and he fit into that clothing, if he just wore it and he's like, yeah, it's my dad's old stuff. That's not normie.
No.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Like that's totally fair game. The moment there's like medals and ranks and uniform and stuff, it's like, ooh.
I'm gonna,
You know where I got
Has
the
no
blood
dad's kit
stain?
and you
When
think
my
you're a
dad was
gunfighter.
No. When I go home tonight, I'm gonna take my shadow box apart. I'm gonna get my medals and my ribbons. Oh, dude! I can't wait.
So
Put on my
Can you,
ABS.
can you
I'm gonna jingle when I
tailor
fucking.
everything so it's like short though? So it's like when you show up, everything's just a little doesn't fit right.
No, it's going on.
great,
And
great
to part
Nelson
two
Day
of this, to part two of this, I don't understand why you would wear a combat shirt or combat pants to school. That's fucking normie.
Yeah, that's weird. I'll be honest. During Sundays, I make sure that like my car is gassed up and everything like that, just because I don't want to be out in public wearing this shit. I'm good.
Change
I'm all right.
before you leave.
No, I'm sweaty and nasty and shit. Probably got ticks rolling all over me. I'm all right.
Yeah, no, fucking normie as shit.
Like wearing a combat shirt to school. Yeah, that's
Like I
so
understand
normie.
that right now in this day and age,
You're judged.
like camo is the new thing in fashion. Like a lot of these companies.
for your lower body.
No, I've seen it for the upper too. Like
Really?
it was okay. So real weird thing. I was in Macy's last week, mandatory fun day with my mom. She wanted to go to the mall. We always end up in fucking Macy's.
Hold on. Let me bust out the high table picture to show them.
Oh God.
Because I know it's in there somewhere.
So we're walking around and I look and I just start cracking up laughing. So picture a coat about the size of like a trench coat, but it's woodland and it's a whoopee. And it's $280 at Macy's. And I'm looking going, this is a thing now?
Is it for male or female?
Female?
Yeah, okay, that makes sense.
But I'm looking and my mom knows what it is because she has a whoopee hoodie. Oh, a whoopee hoodie. I bought it for Christmas one year. She fucking loves it. And she's like, that's kind of weird. Like now it's mainstream enough that Macy's is carrying
Yeah,
it.
Woodland, yeah.
Yeah,
Woodland's always been the camo of choice. For,
So the same thing too. You're starting to see a lot of other like mainstream clothing companies using tiger stripe.
They had duck camo at Target.
And
I
duck
wish
duck
I
camo's
had
fine. Like I think on your like because I used to wear a pair of cut off M81s.
Yeah.
This is back when I lived at Saugerties. I used to wear those, and that was cool. That was a cool thing to do.
See, but again,
I
you're
can't
taking a
find
pair of pants and cut them into shorts in the same way we take a pair of fry pants and cut them into shorts because fucking weirdos.
Yeah, but I don't know that I would wear multicam shorts out.
Correct. I have a pair.
M81 is fine.
Yeah,
right?
M81's kind of been one of those ones.
It's in the
that's always been
zeitgeist,
Okay.
yeah.
The cringiest part about all of this is that like Josh can go into a gas station with his face tattoos and his beard and full real tree combat uniform, and somebody will look at him and be like, "Thank you for your service."
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, well, so what I was going to get at is now
You're welcome.
we're talking about like almost borderline the correct way to do it. And I'm not saying it's correct, but it's a way that's like socially acceptable. I know there's probably a kid out there that's worn his fucking like Ido gear fucking combat top to school. That's normie,
So
even if it's in Desert Night Camo.
the rugby shirts.
Rugby shirts,
Well, they're not camo.
they're not
though.
camo
Yeah.
unless you have the multicam
Multicam
black
one,
or the
yeah.
normal multicam one. But like,
That would look wild if you wore one of those to school too. I'm not gonna lie.
Well, the
Yeah.
black one is actually
With, like,
nice. I actually wear it out because it's
well,
it's,
no, they
it's
have
a nice
now.
shirt.
They're making them where they don't have the shoulder.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Then it's just a fucking polo.
They're nice. They're nice.
Yeah, they're
to wear.
nice. Like I don't see an issue with wearing a rugby shirt in public.
But the real question is, how many medals do you think you could get on that fucking patch?
0. I will seam rip this fucking thing off. That's so cringe to me. I like
It'll look like a
Put it down in the comments. Put it down in the comments below, dude. If you think after Milsom Day that Jordan and Dylan should have to pick who gets the Zulu Medal of Valor. Nah, fuck it. The Medal of Honor. The Zulu Medal of Honor.
but you were totally against Anthony wanting to do Airsoft Purple Hearts.
Well, because that's different.
Oh, really? The Medal of Honor?
There's like 12 living ones.
We don't have the Medal of Honor memorial
Let's keep
down
in
the street.
perspective that up
We
until
have a
like
Purple Heart.
2021, every Purple Heart that was given out was manufactured in 1945.
That's true.
Jesus, really?
They were giving out
They
that.
were predicting an invasion of Japan.
Oh.
But they did not account for shotguns and nukes.
Sure.
Shotguns.
So they made a lot more Purple Hearts than they
Can't
did.
give metal to dust.
Understandable. No, you can't.
You know what we forgot to talk about? We didn't tell that PTW story.
That's all right. They didn't ask for it.
They did actually. They
Damn
wanted
The one with the peck box on it?
No,
No,
the
no.
PTW
Connors.
that got stolen here in like 2018 or 2019.
The Sistemo?
Yeah. We can do it next
We'll do
week.
that
We
next
can
time.
do it next week. Yeah.
That's a long story, but yeah, man. Okay, so real talk. With Milsom Day, I am thinking. I think I'm going to do it. So for Milsom Day, I'm going to make patches, right? And they're going to be sizable patches, right? Maybe 4x4 by
The staff patches.
Yeah,
would be the
like
best
larger than normal patches, right? And I don't know about the design yet or anything like that. However, I'm going to sell them in 4s. So there'll be 2 red, 2 blue versions of these patches. So then for Milsom Day, if you don't want to wear armbands, you can buy these patches and just wear the patches.
Will you sell rolls separately?
What's that?
Would you sell rolls separately?
Rolls?
Like, okay, I have my blue swath right here, and there's a little Velcro piece on the patch. Now, if I'm a medic, I can just put it on my little card, make it like an all-in-one little card.
That is an interesting idea.
Yeah, because like when he said rolls there too, like then we could actually come up with like a recon team patch.
And it could be small. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
We got to think about this. That's a good idea,
Well,
right?
so the other thing is there's already some kind of like prototype artwork there because Brian, last time we had Brian on and we were talking about it where we essentially write him in as a character of permanent fixture, like he's the bad guy.
Kind of, yeah.
He came up, well, that's right, like we were tossing around the idea. He did a bunch of artwork designs already.
Mm-hmm.
So like he's kind of already got, he's like, we could use this one for mine. He's like, here's a couple other pieces of artwork I came up with. Like I can show him to you off air. He's already got like 4 or 5 different patch designs.
So I'm picturing a large patch like the Zulu staff patch, but then the bottom like inch or 2 inch is loop Velcro.
Yeah.
So then if you're a medic, maybe there's a 1 inch by 4 inch white stripe. And so you put that on. So you got your team color and then your roll color.
Yeah.
Right. And then the same thing for engineers, as opposed to having a whole fucking armband, you got just like a bright orange thing.
Yep, exactly.
And then you can swap them, right? You just take that one off, put it on.
It would be easier to make those too, because then it's just like, hey, we just need a 4 inch long, 2 inch tall white stripe.
Sure, but
high vis yellow.
if I'm going to order patches, then they could say medic, or they could say engineer, or they
you're
could say
essentially-
recon, or
I
whatever.
thought of one con just now. We might have to control the market on that because you don't want people to be going.
Zulu medic.
Well, no, they go up on the field.
No, I get what
and
you're
then
saying.
they throw orange on. We would have to basically be the ones to hit, like, okay, you're the medic. Boom, we're putting it on your thing.
Oh, yeah.
Because you don't want to
Yeah.
have people buying, 10
No, you
people out there.
don't. You
with
don't
the
sell.
orange.
You don't sell the colors.
Yeah, you sell
Yeah,
the swap,
okay.
just the
You,
swap.
you sell the patch.
Yes. Yeah.
Right, and then you guys give out the
stripe.
stripe.
Yeah. Okay. That makes sense. Yeah. Because I started thinking about that too. It's like, because then all of a sudden we have 25 medics on.
Well, but then here's the problem. If I'm like, I don't want to buy the patches, that's dumb, and you're just trying to take my money.
we still have to have the armband.
Still have to have the armband,
Which is fine because we have, I think right now we have like 30 of the white armbands.
Yeah.
And obviously we have all the red and blue ones.
yeah.
And we have enough high vis yellow because we're only using like 4.
10, basically.
Yeah, 4 per team.
10 pairs.
Yeah, 4 or 5 per team. And even then, again, for engineers and EOD, it's only 1 armband of the high vis color. They don't have to wear 2.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting indeed.
And then I'll go to
No.
There's this company
You said no.
in
He didn't
New
even
Paltz.
start yet.
No. There's a company in New Paltz
I know where he's going.
that makes trophies and medals, and I can just like have like the Medal of Valor made there. Great. No. Let's go straight to the top. Fucking Medal of
Participation
Honor.
trophy?
No.
Oh, dang.
These two have to vote on it, and they have to pick somebody. We have to do
First
a
one's
ceremony.
Cowboy.
Oh, shit.
You have to make
Cowboy or Alex is getting the first one.
Cowboy or Alex.
everybody at the end. Like he goes up on the podium, everybody has to salute. Like
Can I get a hip hip? Hooray!
The winner's face becomes the Zulu profile pic for a week.
Oh, God.
That'd be great.
oh, and then we take a video of that and put that ceremony up on the internet with comments enabled.
Right in the North American Airsoft community. And we tag Jonathan Dozier and say he can be next.
Bro, we got to get him on.
I want to.
So yeah, don't bring your dad's medals.
Yeah.
Here
that's
on
a no.
those.
That's
Don't wear your combat shirt to school.
no.
Yeah, it's normie.
You can wear your
Don't
dad's
wear
combat
your
gear.
outfit on Halloween.
This
either.
motherfucker.
You know
So
what I'm saying?
I will say
Put up
I
picture of Josh on
understand-
Halloween.
I understand your argument to it, but I still wouldn't necessarily agree with doing it. Because you were in your own place of business.
Yeah.
You were
I
not.
also went to Hannaford like that too.
Yeah, but you're also not carrying a gun.
No.
You're not carrying anything.
No.
So like I can understand. I can understand.
What are you doing?
No. We're just looking at
I'm
medals.
looking at some medals.
We should
Yeah,
make a Socrates Award trophy.
Because I forgot who told me, but I think it was
It's a
somebody
sword.
said that Andy was pretty mad that we were like really harping on it hard, and I'm like, I understand.
What?
The
Anthony should know I don't give a fuck what people have to say, honestly. But like, if you don't have a gun or anything like that, or mags or shit like that, like I had my top bottom. I think I had my plate carrier on, but like there was nothing else
Yeah,
there.
I get
Like, am I gonna storm the streets with a fucking M4 strapped to my back and a sidearm? Absolutely not.
It's also
no.
Saugerties too, though.
Yeah, I'm not.
It's not like the Bronx.
No, I'm not
Yeah.
doing any of that shit.
You have to trick or treat like Dick.
They come with a little box.
that being said, Milsom Day is this
Oh
weekend.
my
You
god!
can put photos on them.
Oh
Let me see. I gotta see this. What is this?
That is tickling Dave's tism, bro. Right now.
I hate everything about
That's it. That's the one.
it. Dylan, you're gonna have
That's
to
the one.
screenshot that and send it.
Yes.
I gotta figure out how I just grab
But that's
this.
the picture. It's you handing them a diploma, shaking their hand.
Actually, for real though.
Milsom Day's tomorrow.
Not
Oh
tomorrow.
yeah. It's in the
Yeah,
future.
this
We're in the
Saturday,
This
future.
comes out on Friday night. Milsom
Oh,
Day is
Milton
tomorrow.
Days
You won't
tomorrow.
even look at it. He's,
Oh Jesus!
okay, but for real, like, is there a world where each team commander like has an MVP or an MVP squad?
Yes, I
Speaking
think
on commanders.
we all know how medals and stuff can get cringy to the point where, like, if we do it, like, there's a meta.
That's the funny.
There's a meta irony to it.
Yeah, and that's the point.
and it's hilarious. Like we all know, and it's
So,
funny.
Like
you know?
maybe when a commander wins, he gets a medal, like a campaign medal. So that you imagine Brian doing funny fucking videos with like 7 fucking
Yeah.
medals for each Milsom
Dude,
Day.
that would be hilarious. He looked like one of those like South American dictators that did absolutely nothing but has like the sheath of metal just going down there.
Make them out of lead so they're really heavy, so they sag.
This circles back to the virginity match.
Do we want to touch on commanders? Do we want to, if anybody is interested, 18
again,
plus?
Well, today's Friday, so
Well, I mean, it's not like the last one's this November.
yeah.
So
Yeah, Dylan, if you want to talk about it.
So we are looking, if you are interested in being a commander for Milsom Day, please make a ticket on Discord or message me on Discord. You have to be 18 plus, have somewhat of a mature compass.
I'm out.
Hello?
Let's see. You have to be comfortable with playing for about 4 to 5 straight hours.
I know, that
We
sounds
ask
really
that you
hard.
do not leave the field.
You can't, dude. If you're a commander and
Yeah.
you say yes, you're locked in.
Right now we have one solid person, as you all know, it's Brian, but we are looking to build our roster. So again, if you are interested, message Jordan or I, and we will get you set up.
or just say it in the Discord that way that we can see you.
Let me put it this way. Brian must be defeated. Okay. We need a commander that will rival Brian. Okay.
The prophecies have foretold of such commander.
Yes.
Yeah.
Who can pull the GNG combat machine out of the rock. Excelsior.
We need a polar opposite, and that person is Alex. Alex, if you're seeing this.
No, Alex straight up said he didn't want to do it.
Yeah, I know.
Brian is the British, and we need a colonial
We need Mel
commander.
Gibson.
We need Mel Gibson. Face paint, the American flag.
And Jordan will pin a medal on your chest.
Fuck no.
Tom Foolery.
I hate everything about that.
I would love to see a commander really go in with some guerrilla-esque tactics against Brian.
Hey, do you want to be Milsim Day Commander?
I wouldn't be a great commander, dude. I'd show up.
You're talking about doing guerrilla tactics.
Everybody says
You
they
know
won't be a
what
great
you want.
commander.
Okay, hold on.
I
So-
would show up late, all right?
No.
Okay, well, good thing it starts. You know, you still
Yeah,
show up
hold on,
late.
real
Anthony would be
talk.
like, what I miss?
Hold on, real talk, because I
I'd show up in the
know
last 15 minutes and start commanding.
we're literally hitting the 3-hour mark, but hold on. If you ever wanted to, and you're talking about doing guerrilla tactics against Brian, this Saturday, this Milsim Day is the one to do it. And the reason I say that, because by this point, it's already going to be out in the ether. Brian's team is starting in Newtown. The other team is starting all the way back behind Fisherman Shack in the woods, basically by the power lines. And it's zone defense, basically. There's multiple sectors that all have multiple flags within them. So to control a sector, you have to have all of the flags. So if there's Vietnam and power lines are one sector, you have to have both flags to get the points for that sector. The mosque having 3 different flags there, you have to have all 3 to have that sector. So if you want to do some true guerrilla warfare where it's like terrain denial of, oh my God, Brian has that entire sector, just go take one of the flags so he can't get the points and then no one gets it, this is the game to do it. So if you want to do it, because we're looking for one right now, I'm waiting to hear back from Tyler, Erico, and Tom if they want to potentially be Milsim Day commanders. But if you're going to want to do it, this is the one to do it.
I don't know. Well, it was just an idea, right?
Actually, you and Tyler would be a good pairing.
Yeah.
we would be. So
And you are, for the storyline that we're curating, you guys would be the rebel.
Yeah, and for this one, Brian's like
Faction.
essentially the supreme overlord. So that's why he starts down there with all of the buildings. He's got easier access to the terrain. But the rebels start off in the woods behind African Village because they're, woods dwellers.
that mode, though, would be kind of difficult to do guerrilla tactics.
Not really, because if you're just trying to stop Brian from being able to control portions of the field so he can get the points, because Brian's a points guy. He wants to either lose by an abysmal amount or win by an abysmal amount. Like,
Oh, yeah. So we don't care if we accumulate enough points to win,
You
as
just
long
wanna
as we
stop
can
him.
just deny him.
Yeah.
You only need to own one of the 3.
Instead
That's
of trying to
Brian's
take a
focus in
whole
the first hour
sector,
of
we
every
just
take
day.
one.
Yeah, Brian's
Yeah.
focus of every hour in the first Milsim Day is securing
Deny.
as many points as possible so that he can have as much terrain as possible. So if you spend the entire game just going, fuck you, Brian, I'm not going to let you have a single sector, and I'm going to just do all of the side missions, which also grinds his gears. That's what Armani did. And Brian was like, I only won by 50 points. That's basically a loss. And I'm like, all right,
would
calm down.
Yeah.
Which, Brian, I love you. You did say that.
This would,
I live my life 1/4 mile at a time.
this would reshape my. I wouldn't use radios. I'm going to hand whistles out to everybody.
You can do that. So if you want to,
you
Anthony,
see
I'm putting
fit.
this out right now because yes, it's Monday right now when this video is coming out on Friday. The way this works, go bully Tyler Erico because he did tell me that his plans for Saturday are up in the air and he doesn't know what he's doing. Why? What's up? So I was like, hey, you want to be
Bro, you guys could tag team the shit out of
you
that.
2 tag team the shit out of this and you could actually have a pretty good time. So text Tyler Erico and tell him you want him.
Do it.
Can we use drones?
No.
As long as they don't connect to the internet.
So no.
Well, no. Yeah, I'll hit him up. We'll talk after the podcast. We'll see if we can actually arrange that.
Okay.
I think that would be a great.
That
Would
might
be a
be-
nice duo.
That might actually be a pretty good one.
Yeah, right. That might actually be the straw that breaks the camel's back. Camel being in this case, Brian. Sorry, Brian.
And well, no, then Brian's going to come in here on Saturday morning and go, I have a problem with you. I was watching a podcast last night. Brian, I'm fucking with you. I only make that joke because he's done it to me like 3 times.
Like if I were to lead a faction for a game like this, against Brian,
Anthony, they're your people.
I just see it as a big
Autists,
prank.
you can rally them.
I just want to prank him. You know what I mean?
Do it. I'm going to use Josh's mentality. You won't.
Yeah, you won't.
You don't got the balls to do it.
You won't do it.
Yeah, you're right. You
You're an
probably
American.
I have an idea in my mind.
You can't get it done.
as to what I want to do.
It's a 4-hour game. You can't do it.
That's too much for you.
Yeah, I don't remember last time you were on the field for 4 hours. Actually,
He didn't even stay on the field for 4 hours at AMS. He kept walking back to the car.
Well, think of it.
Prom guys come up.
I joined a mill someday in the last 15 minutes and turned the tide.
Oh, so because of that you're just riding
You walk
high.
past the only person doing the only side objective at that time possible.
Yo, the first time I met Anthony, it was a mosque game. I forgot what it was. It might have been Hardpoint, Battle for Mosque, whatever. We were holding the fuck out of the mosque, holding it, no, impenetrable. All of a sudden, I hear a bunch of EG-67s go off. And then I see this like kufi pop up to like the point where like, you know, where like that little tiny wall is by the stairs. I see the top of a little kufi pop up and he looks and he ducks back down. He goes to the opposite end to those steps, unloads a bunch of grenades on us, and then he's like, hey guys, how's it going? Just him in all Middle Eastern fucking attire. What the fuck is going on here? And they're like, yeah,
Josh, I've come to take you home.
Yeah, I was like, what the fuck is this? This white dude, nice eyes, all Middle Eastern fucking, all garbed up. Like, what the fuck just happened? They're like, oh,
Any
that's
feathers?
Anthony. No, he just had like.
Was I using an
Anthony used to
F2000?
be really prominent.
Was I
with the
using an
feathers.
F2000?
I don't know what you were using. You were using grenades. That's what you were using. I remember that.
he was appropriating your culture.
Yeah.
He was using explosives.
I just came to rub it in your face.
I saw him on the left side. So if you're looking at the entrance of the mosque, I was sitting here. I saw the hat out of the corner of my eye here. But just the way that they walked up, like, you know, like when you can tell like conflict is coming, they're all like hesitant.
Yes.
Some
He just,
Looney
like,
Tune shit.
He just like casually walked up, looked. I saw his eyes. He ducks back down, and like the fact that he was so smooth about it, I'm like, oh, he's on our team. Honestly, he's on the opposite side, chucking fucking grenades at us, and then he just pops up. He's like, hey guys. I was like, who the fuck was that? And they're like, oh, that's Anthony. I was pissed the fuck off. I think you were. I was like, who the fuck is this guy?
I probably
man?
had sandals on.
I think you did. I will never
I think I had
forget
my foam sandals.
you had like the kufi, you had a cape behind you and everything. You had like free haram pants on. I was like, what the fuck is this?
Oh man.
oh shit.
Yeah. Statement.
Well, Josh, thank you so much for coming on.
You're very welcome.
Dylan, you were a bit mute, but that's fine.
I
Thanks
tried.
for-
I was
for being there.
more
That's why
here
I'm
to
like-
let him speak.
That's fine.
I do be a yapper.
But with,
okay.
but with that, good night, God bless. We're out.
Perfect.